All these details are already shared with you guys in the WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing WhatsApp group link here in the chat section as well. So if you haven't joined it, join the group, quickly join that. Awesome. How are you going to access your content? So first thing first, go to learners.growthschool.io. I'm going to quickly show you where you can go and get an understanding. Go to learners.growthschool.io. Let me just quickly log out and show you. This is where you are going to land. You have, there are 3 different login options that we have. If you have registered with your Gmail ID, go ahead and continue with Google. If your registered email ID is your primary LinkedIn ID, you can continue with LinkedIn as well. And if you are facing any issues, then you can receive a login link, which is a one-time link. This link will be forwarded to your email ID. You can go ahead, click on that link and get access. So you can just continue with Google, sign in, and this is where you will see all your courses that you have signed up for. This is how you are going to log in. Your dashboard will be visible. You can start your program and you can go through and consume the content the way that you like. But of course, adhere to the timeline because it's important for you guys. Awesome. So you will find your LinkedIn badge 58 on your dashboard and you can go ahead and consume the content. Now, where does the live sessions happen or where does these sessions happen? So these sessions will happen on Zoom and the session joining links will be available on your dashboard as well. When you join the Q&A, those links will be available on your dashboard. You can go ahead and quickly join in from there. And of course, all the relevant links are shared with you on the WhatsApp group, on your on WhatsApp DM and also on your email IDs. Now, how long will I have access to the content? So the content access you will have after in the next 7 days when the workshop ends. The reason why it's next 7 days is we definitely understand that the more access we give you, the more you guys are going to say that okay, मैं कल कर लूँगा या कल कर लूँगी, and that is not something that we want you guys to do. Whatever you are going to learn, it's important for you to go ahead and implement it then and there to get the ROI out of the time that you are spending with us. So you will have access to the content for the next 7 days after the workshop ends. Now, daily assignments. These assignments are certain things that like your profile optimization, like creating the first content piece out there, going ahead and connecting with relevant people in your industry or people who will support you or can add value to your network. We have designed all these activities in simple daily assignments in a structured way where you can go ahead, implement and see the results and see how difference it is making in your LinkedIn personal branding. So daily assignments, you will get it, work on the assignment and summarize your learning. There is a LinkedIn group that we have formed for this particular batch, and that LinkedIn group is available on the Notion doc. I will also share it in the WhatsApp group because we have started a journey. Go ahead, post on the LinkedIn group using the hashtag growth school and tag Vibav as well. This group is formed by amazing learners such as yourself from different backgrounds. So all of them at one place giving you an understanding, giving you a feedback on how you're doing different assignments. And on the LMS, which is learners.growthschool.io, you can share your LinkedIn post link for your mentor to also get an understanding. And of course, when you are going ahead and posting and tagging him, he will go through the different assignments that you guys have done. Awesome. Important things that you should not miss. As soon as you log in, there will be a pop-up of onboarding form. This is an information which we guys require to make sure that we can customize the experience as per the learning needs that you guys have. So this onboarding form will help us in getting that understanding. So make sure that you're filling the onboarding form available on your dashboard. So as soon as you log in, you will go through that entire and then only you will be able to access the content. So make sure that you're filling it and you're logging it today itself. Second, join the WhatsApp group. Let me just quickly share the WhatsApp group link in the chat section. I have shared the WhatsApp group link in the chat section. If you are not a part of it, I urge you to go ahead and join in. You will receive all the relevant updates and all the links that we keep on sharing inside the community on the WhatsApp group. So, last, update your LinkedIn profile. You guys are here to work on your personal branding, and this is also a part. You need to show what are the different learnings that you are doing to make sure you are working towards achieving your outcomes. And LinkedIn showing it in public is one of the most important aspect of building a personal brand as well. So make sure that you're going ahead and updating your profile as fellow at Growth School. What it will do is it will also open up our network as Growth School that we have to you guys as well, and you will get visibility in that network. So it's essential, go ahead and do that. Some of the students, that the way that they have done is on the screen right now. People just add fellow at Growth School. You can add LinkedIn fellow at Growth School, and put a summary of what you have learned in the 5 days that we are going to do. And of course, with this, definitely go ahead and implement, because that's the most important thing. Awesome. So these are some of the screenshots of how our students have done it. We urge you that you guys also do it. Awesome. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. Here is what you are going to learn today. And with this, I will be handing over the call to Vibav. Hi, Vibav.
Hey, how is it going? What's up, people? How is it going? Sorry, I'm looking elsewhere because I'm trying to figure out my screen, set it up. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible, folks? Can you guys hear me and see me? There you go. Can you guys hear me and see me? Drop a boom really quickly in the chat if you guys can. A yes will not do, a boom will do better. Awesome, loving the energy, super excited to be here. There is a lot that we are going to learn over the course of the next 2.5 hours. And I just want you guys to be like, how do I put it? To be with an open mind, block out for your next 2 hours, because I'm telling you, if you are diverted, if you're trying to do 2-3 different things, you're going to miss out on a lot of information. This is the updated version of the workshop. We have added a bunch of new content to it, which is very much relevant to this market today. You know how things have been moving really, really fast, right? And for people who still have questions on how to access and everything else, just make sure you join the WhatsApp group. We will be sharing videos just in case you missed out on this. Okay, the first 5-10 minute introduction, you will get that as a video, so you don't have to worry. But the rest of the session, you will not get a recording of it. Like I said, like we already mentioned, this is a non-recordable version because just so valuable. All right. With that being said, are you guys excited to get started? Drop a hell yeah in the chat. Without further ado, we will get started because we are running 3 minutes late already, right? And I don't want to be wasting any time whatsoever. All right. You know what? I'm gonna pause this just for, you know what? Oh, the chats that we have, I'm gonna turn off the chat just so that we can focus, because I also get distracted because of all the chats that come in sometimes. I will turn them on whenever I want some response for you in form of questions. Sometimes I leave it as it is. I forget to turn off. So make sure you're being nice all throughout. All right. Do I have that for you? Show me all okay? Then we will get started. So here is everything that we're going to learn today. We're going to start from step 1, where you're finding target audience and objective. Because if you're on LinkedIn for something, right? To accomplish something. That's what we're going to figure out. And based on what you're trying to accomplish, we will understand who should be the audience that you should be targeting on LinkedIn. Okay, that's number 1. Next we'll jump on is to optimize our profile. What does profile optimization means? Here we make changes on our LinkedIn profile. So other people, when they land on the profile, they find you credible. 2 is they're actually able to find your profile on LinkedIn search. 3 is that when they land on your page, they're able to reach out to you in some form or fashion, because that's pretty important, right? So those are the 3 things that the profile optimization will do. 3 is connection loop. What do I mean by connection loop? Here I'll teach you how to connect with people. Now you'll be like, Vaibhav, we know that. Do you think we are so dumb? We know how to connect with people. We go to our LinkedIn profile, click on the connect button, and that's it. That's exactly where people get it wrong. There is a method to the madness, and that's what we're going to talk about on how to find these audiences. Number four, one of the most popular modules of this or steps of the program is content magic. In content magic, I essentially run you guys through how you can create insane content which does well on LinkedIn. Right. And finally, the outbound strategy here, I'm going to run you through step by step on how to reach out the people the right way so that you get the responses that you want to. All right. So before we get started, I have a quick question for you people. What what are you here? I mean, what do you think? What is which module are you guys the most excited about out of all the five? Let me know. One, two, three, four, five. What are you guys most excited about? All right, all right, all right. Loving that energy. Keep that coming. In fact, not just that, right? I'll also be covering a lot of growth hacks and bonuses for you. By the way, a lot of these modules that are already there, you guys will be getting access to these content again so that you can refresh and the assignments will open up, like Ela mentioned. But these are the stuff that you will not be able to get. That is that is bonus number one is profile reverse engineering, where we'll figure out how to growth hack an existing LinkedIn profile and learn from them. We'll learn things like how to skyrocket your message open rates. We'll also learn how to make advanced searches without paying Sales Navigator. Who doesn't want that? LinkedIn profiles, unlimited LinkedIn profile searches without paying for LinkedIn Premium, generating content ideas using AI, and learn everything about anyone on LinkedIn. So much more. Like I've added so many things. It's going to be super exciting. All right. So first things first, why the hell should you even care about listening to me? And that is what I'm gonna cover here. This is me. This is my, this is the recent screenshot that I took on March. Obviously, it's not like the most updated. Like you see, in last 7 days, I got almost 650K post impressions. That's an average of 100K. I've not been posting very frequently these days because just fundamentally of what has to happen. And by March 24, I had 392K. Right now, I have a lot more that you can see on my profile. Profile views is 43,000 in like 30 days. And every week I get about 6,200 search appearances. Again, right, these numbers are growing consistently, but these numbers are out there to show you that I know a thing or two about this. Do you like the numbers that you see? Would you like to have numbers like this? Brilliant, brilliant. We will get there. We will get there. All of you will get there. Don't worry. Not just about numbers, right? I've generated over $1 million just from LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is a great place to monetize yourself if you're a freelancer. If you want to try to start a side hustle or everything around it, it's an insanely powerful place to be able to generate leads and monetize your audience. And for this, you don't really need a massive audience. I generated most of my revenue when I had less than like 20, 30,000 followers. That's my really frankly. And then eventually I started growth school and the history, right? I've also spoken over 14 events last year. These days, I don't do a lot of events anymore because I don't get the time. But essentially, I've spoken in biggest of the events. I've spoken in places like Microsoft. I've spoken in places like SEM Rush. I've spoken in IITs, IIMs, all over the place, right? I've done a lot of speaking, predominantly because of LinkedIn, and I've got a bunch of inbound offers as well for people who are looking for jobs. I've got offers from companies like Google, Amazon, Oyo, Klook. In fact, my last job, Klook, was also an inbound. That is a recruiter reaching me out. So all the people looking for jobs, great place to be on. And of course, people who are trying to do consulting, people who are trying to do side hustles, great place to be. I've got inbounds from biggest of the people. Travis is a VP at Airbus. Dean Graziosi is a New York bestselling author. Vishen is the founder of Mind Valley. All these people have been clients who have reached out to me to kind of help them with one thing or the other, predominantly growth hacking. Right? So, did I get your attention with everything that I showed you? Would you like to start seeing results like this for yourself? I mean, obviously, you have to start somewhere, right? But we will get started. You will get these kind of results if you kind of apply everything that I teach you today. The reason why I showed all these numbers and everything to you is so that you are super motivated for the next couple of hours and you give me 100% of your attention. Do I have your attention? Drop 100% in the chat. Drop 100% or 100 will do. I know percentage is shift and clicking on 5, it's too much effort, right? Brilliant. That's the energy that I want. Guys, like I said, the 5 step blueprint will start with objective and target audience. We'll optimize our LinkedIn profile. We'll learn how to connect with the right people. We'll learn how to create insanely good content. And finally, we'll learn how to reach out to the right set of audience. To start with, let's talk about objectives. Shall we? Objective is what? Everything that you want to achieve or accomplish of LinkedIn. That is what your objective is. So, guys, I have a question for all of you people. Why are you on this workshop? What is that you're trying to accomplish of LinkedIn? Put it in the chat. Are you looking for a job using LinkedIn? Are you looking to generate leads using LinkedIn? Are you trying to build a personal brand using LinkedIn? Are you trying to become a freelancer using LinkedIn? Are you trying to help your own startup to on LinkedIn? Are you here to recruit more people? Whatever the reason that you are in, put it in the chat. Awesome. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. That's exactly what I'm talking about. See, here's the thing. Top possibilities on LinkedIn is lead generation. What do I mean by that? Lead generation could be for your business, could be as a freelancer, or you're trying to expand your business, increase your business, whatever that is. That is what lead generation actually means. You're trying to grow your business or as a free or your startup or individually as a freelancer or as a consultant. That is lead generation. Number two is personal branding. A lot of people are here for personal branding, clearly, right? So how can you build a great personal brand on LinkedIn? That is something that you can accomplish off LinkedIn. Number three is, of course, get a new, better, or a high-paying job. And the best part, you can do all the three on LinkedIn, right? So these are the top possible objectives on LinkedIn that we have. So based on what you're trying to accomplish off LinkedIn, you have to find your right target audience. Now, what the hell does target audience or TG means? Target audience or TG are the kind of people that should be on your LinkedIn profile, or you should connect, or the kind of network you should build on your LinkedIn profile is going to be called as a target audience or TG. So based on what you're trying to accomplish off LinkedIn, you will add that kind of people on your LinkedIn profile. And that's what is TG. Are you guys clear what target audience is? Because I'm going to repeat this word multiple times. The kind of people that you would like to add on LinkedIn is called as target audience. Brilliant. Now, what should be the target audience for people who are trying to generate leads or build a personal brand? For both of these cases, your TG could be absolutely the same. Okay, but what should be the TG of these people? If you're looking to generate leads as a startup founder, as a business owner, as an employee, or as a freelancer, doesn't matter, right? But here's the thing, right? If you focus on building lead generation, that is, if you focus on growing your business, your personal branding will get built up automatically. In the same way, if you're focusing on personal branding, your lead generation will happen automatically as well. But to understand who your target audience is for lead generation and personal branding, you need to answer 3 questions. There are 3 questions. Guys, I want all of you guys to take notes on this. Okay, there will be no recording. Of course, you will get video snippets of this that you'll access over the course of time. But let's get it done right away. Do you guys want to do it later, or should we get done with one assignment at least right away? You tell me. Now, brilliant. It's very straightforward and simple, so don't worry about it. All right. These are the 3 questions that you need to answer for yourself. I want you to stop the chat and think about these questions. Who do you help? You have to answer these 3 questions. Who do you help? What do you help them achieve? And how do you do that? These are 3 questions that you need to answer for yourself. Do you want to look at an example? I'm going to quickly show an example. So there you go. I help businesses generate more revenue by taking them online. I told you, you have to answer these 3 questions and put them together. Who do I help? I help businesses. What do I help them to achieve? To generate more revenue. How do I do that? By taking them online. This is your one mission statement of LinkedIn. By answering these 3 questions, if you're looking for building a personal brand or generate leads. I'll give you one more example. I help founders. So who do I help? I help founders. What do I help them achieve? To help them to raise money. And how do I do that? By helping them to build kick-ass pitch decks. In the same way, I help game developers to get more installs on games using ASO. I help single moms generate passive income by teaching them embroidery online, so on and on and on. So answer these three questions for yourself, put them together into a single sentence. This is the single most important thing that you need to know about yourself on LinkedIn. Okay, if you don't know this, you cannot take it might take you some time to get there. That's absolutely fine, but this is the single most important thing that you need to know. Did you guys understand this? Answer these three questions, put them together, and put your answer in the chat. Who do you help? What do you help them achieve? How do you do that? Are you guys clear with these 3 points? Yes? Okay. Now I want you guys to put your answers together. Guys, it doesn't mean that you will be able to hit it out of the park right away. You have time to think about it, right? But whatever it is that is coming into your mind, frame that into a single sentence. This is your mission statement. Write it right now and put it. There you go. I help. I start to see them. I see them coming very fast right now. I help people in tech to be more productive using the power of AI. That's so cool. I help employers to get the candidates by finding the right talent in the US. I help brands sell like hotcakes by words that persuade. How cool is that? I help solo entrepreneurs to generate more revenue by building a lead generation system. So on, guys, bring it on, bring it on. I want all of you guys. I am a lawyer, want to grow my client better. I want you guys to do it, frame it better. Answer these 3 questions for yourselves. Who do you help? What do you help them achieve? And how do you do that? Superb. Guys, if you want inspiration, look at the chat box. There are some really, really interesting answers coming your way. See, here's the thing. You should be as specific as possible. I see one of them. I help candidates getting jobs, right? That getting the best jobs is probably not enough, right? You say, be more specific. I help tech candidates. What kind of candidates do you help? What kind of jobs do you help? What kind of companies do you place? All of a sudden changing this to I help candidates to get placed in the top tech companies like Google, Facebook, Microsoft is a much powerful line, generalizing it, right? Or talk about outcome. Awesome. I see them coming. Awesome. Brilliant, guys. Here's the thing. This is your first day assignment as well, right? To figure out your mission statement. If you haven't figured it out so far, that is fine. I'm going to give you 1 more minute to do so, and then we're going to move on. But you still have time. Don't worry if you haven't figured it out. You still have time. Make sure you share this in the community and get feedback from others as well. All right. Should we move on now? You got a fair idea? For people who haven't got it right, that's fine. Okay, you'll get it. There are no worries. You will get it. I see a lot of them coming up. All right, so let's move on right now. What is the target audience for job seekers? People who are looking for jobs. For them, it's actually much more simpler. That is, to understand, you again have to answer 3 different questions. And what are those? What do you do? What are your dream companies? How could you get an interview? Right? So these are the 3 big questions that you have to answer. It's very simple. Let me show you an example. What do you do? I'm a software developer. What is your dream company? Google, Facebook, Amazon, whatever that is. And who could get me an interview in these companies? Hiring managers of companies, people in similar roles in your product on your dream companies, people in senior roles in your dream companies. What do I mean by that? Let's say I want to be hired as a software engineer at Google. Okay, to figure out my TG, I basically who should be added to my network, who should be my target audience. Those should be the people who could pretty much get me an interview at least, right? Get me an interview at least. So who could help me get an interview? Because nobody can help you get a job. I hope you know this by now, right? Job is something that you have to pull off by yourself. But who could get you an interview? Number 1, hiring managers of the companies, the HRs of those companies. Let's say I would like to connect with a lot of recruiters of Google, right? Number two, people who are in a similar job. Let's say people who are software developers in Google right now. You can reach out to them, ask for a referral, and so on and on and on. And three, people who are in senior roles, that is, senior software developers, engineering managers, people who are in senior roles who could refer you into the job. These are the three kind of people who you should connect with from the companies that you are want to working with, that you want to work with, so that you can get a shot at your interviews. And this is how you find your right TG. We figured out how to get your mission statement. This is how you can find your right target audience. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Brilliant. Don't worry, folks. I have explained these bits at least in a little more depth in the video content that you guys are gonna get access to, that you must have already, that you will get access to from 10 p.m. today on learners.growth school. So there you will have access to everything. Even if you are having, like, you're thinking I'm going a little fast, at least with the core content with modules, make sure you take your questions. Once you reiterate and watch the content again, you'll get your doubts cleared. By the way, I've got some awesome bonuses for you. Three bonuses: how to get a LinkedIn $50 ad coupon. You have LinkedIn growth checklist and invitation script, and LinkedIn lead generation blueprint. How many of you want these things right now? A $50 ad coupon that you can use, a growth checklist and invitation script, a couple of them, and also a LinkedIn lead generation blueprint. For that, you can go to sisinthy.com/bonus. But the moment you land there, there is going to be a password. Okay, do you guys want the password right now? Should I give you the password right now? Yes? Well, I'm a little, I'm not such a good guy, right? To make sure you're paying attention, you will get the password one digit at a time. So over the course of next 2 hours, I will give you password one digit at a time. Even if you forget or miss one digit in the middle, you won't have the key to get access to this. So I want 100% attention. What do you guys think about that? And folks, for other people, don't repeat your password or else I'll get very angry. I might kick you out of the callers. I'm being very frank, right? I sound like a cool guy, but I'm an angry guy as well, right? I'll share the link as well. Don't worry. We'll share the link towards the end as well. So don't worry. All right. Awesome. Password digit number one is 2. Password digit number one is 2. I hope you have made notes. I'm not going to repeat this password key again. It's a 9-digit password. Digit number one is 2. Welcome to the second module, profile optimization. This is one of my favorite modules because the ROI of something like this is insanely powerful. Okay, the ROI profile optimization is insanely powerful. Let me tell you what the hell is profile optimization to start with. Okay, how many of you here have LinkedIn profiles? Drop a me in the chat if you have a LinkedIn profile. Okay, that's awesome. Looks like everybody has a profile. How many of you actually think you're able to leverage your LinkedIn profile to the best possible form? Yes or no? Are you able to leverage your LinkedIn profile to the best possible form? I'll tell you why. Because you have a LinkedIn profile, so do other millions, like some 300 million people on LinkedIn. Okay. But there's a search bar on LinkedIn, right? When people search for you, or when people search for people like you, they should be able to find you. But in a lot of cases, they are not able to find you. Let's say if I search for marketing manager, and if you are a marketing manager, let's say in a city like Bangalore, they should be able to find you here. Right? They should be able to find you here. But most of people are not able to find you. The reason you have not optimized your profile right. That's exactly why this happens. So that's exactly what we're going to learn here. We're going to learn how to optimize our LinkedIn profile. Okay. You guys ready for it? Drop a hell yeah and we will get started. Drop a hell yeah and we will get started. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Keep the energy on, guys. Here's the thing. I can't see you guys anyways because it's an online call. I would love to see your chat. That way I know that you guys are not sleeping. All right. So I just told you what can it do for you. This is what LinkedIn search appearances, LinkedIn profile optimization can do for you. You can see this search appearances. There is something called a search appearances. Have you seen that on your profile ever before? Have you seen that on your profile ever before? On your LinkedIn, if you just open your profile, right? There's a top section called as analytics and tools. There's a top section called as analytics and tools. And if you open that, you will see something called as search appearances. Okay. If I click on that, it will tell me in the last 30 days, how many people have found me on search, which is, last 7 days, how many people have found me on search? 6,224 people, and they've found me from all these fancy brands, including Rose School. And top titles for my search. What am I getting found for? What keywords? I'm getting found for marketer, marketing specialist, salesperson, business strategist, and software developer for some weird reason. But you get the point, right? No, I don't have a premium account. I use a free account, and this is visible for free people as well. So you don't have to worry. All right. I have, you can, I don't have a premium, LinkedIn premium account nahi hai mere paas. Okay. So I use a free account and it just works. For people who cannot see analytics for their profile, you can try to switch to, like, you basically don't have enough data for it to show you analytics. You get what I'm saying? If you don't have enough data, there's nothing that LinkedIn can show you. So that is the problem there. And yes, it must be on creator mode as well. So just make sure you search for change your profile into creator mode. It will be in settings, right? And for people who have already done that, you should be able to see it. For people who have not done that, might not be able to see it, right? But search appearances is visible to everyone. Creator mode is only visible if you have more than 10,000 followers or 10,000 subscribers or whatever, right? But search appearances is visible to everyone. So don't worry about it. But anyways, you got the intent, right? Search appearances is a great factor. Number two, very, very powerful, is when you are able to drive traffic from your LinkedIn profile, it makes you money. Guys, focus here, focus here. When you focus on your LinkedIn profile, it makes you money. What do I mean by that? So on my LinkedIn profile, I have added these sections. If you see this, can you see this? These are links. These are called as featured snippets or featured sections. I can click on this add button. I can click on add a link, and I can add any link that I want, right? And it will start showing up here. I don't want to add this, and I click on save. It will start showing up here, right? In the same way, I've added a few links. I've added a link of a LinkedIn workshop, my social media post, and hire me as a speaker, right? Based on links, just on this top link, there were insane number of clicks. You can see there were 3,289 clicks in the last 30 days. And it also led to around 145 purchases for a course that I have worth $1,300. How insanely powerful is this? It almost is like you're converting your profile into a landing page. Have you ever thought of this section like this, guys? Yes or no? Have you ever thought of having featured section like this? Yes or no? There you go. It's insanely powerful. So you have to leverage it the right way. All right. And also, like I said, we have 724 purchases coming in organically as well. For people who already know about it, great job. Keep leveraging it the right way. So, want to learn how to optimize your LinkedIn profile now? Want to optimize your LinkedIn profile now? Let's go. It's very strategic. It's simple. It is straightforward. And I want all of you guys to focus on how to go about it. Okay. The first thing that you have to think about optimization of LinkedIn profile is what is the outcome that you are trying to achieve of LinkedIn profile optimization? Number one, to get found on LinkedIn search. Like I said, when I search for the keyword marketing manager and you are a marketing manager, you want to be found. Is that your intent? Or your intent is to drive traffic, heavy traffic, and convert? In fact, you can optimize for both the outcomes and you don't have to worry. right? And there are three most important factors to optimize your profile. This is my own no MBA school will teach you guys this. I created this framework. Also, the 5-step framework is created by me. So the three factors to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Number one, you have to make your profile searchable. Number two, once it is found, you have to convert your profile in a way that it becomes clickable, that people will click on it. And finally, once they land on your page, you have to optimize your profile so that it is approachable, so that people will actually connect with you and reach you out. And when all these three things happen in tune with each other, automatically conversions will happen. What do I mean by conversions? Automatically people will click on links and buy stuff from you. Automatically people will big or very popular people or people who you want to connect with will come and connect with you and everything about it. All right, so those are the three factors. Factor number one is searchable. For searchable to work, okay, one thing that you need to be able to understand is what is that keyword that you want to be found for. Now there is no tool for this, right? You need to know who you are. We already understood what basis of who you are based on TG and everything else, right? You know what your objective is, let's say. Then you have to find a keyword that you want to get ranked for. Let's say you want to become a I don't know, software engineering freelancer, or a software developer consultant, software developing consultant, or let's say Flutter consultant or Flutter freelancer or React freelancer on tech. Let's say you want to become a content writing freelancer, or you want looking for a jobs in content marketing. So figure out what that keyword is that people are actually searching on LinkedIn, and you have to optimize that keyword for your profile. Now, I know for a fact you will not have answers to this already. Most of you people won't have answers to this. So you have to think about it. And the day two assignment essentially is about this. Your assignment will make it clear. But let me touch base on the whole process so that you get a very good idea about how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. But again, understand the user psychology and kind of guess what are people searching for so that my profile can be found, right? That is how you have to think about it. So like I said, factor one is searchable. That is, find the relevant keyword and location, extremely important, and include stuff on the sections that is important. I'll tell you what I mean by that. Let's say I search for this keyword content writer here, right? You see a bunch of people here, right? I can see their name, I can see their title, I can see their location, I can see what they're currently doing, and I can also see who are the mutual connections I have. There has to be some significance, right? You can see this. When I search for the keyword content writer, all these people have something in something in common. The title always has content writer. Everybody, she says SEO content writer, Shilpa has freelance content specialist, Anupriya is content writer, Miba is tech content writer, and Vidhi is also content writer. So everybody has the keyword content writer on their title. What do I see next? Next is the location. You see, everybody is in Bangalore because I looked for someone who is in Bangalore. So you need to also know where you want to be get found, which location do you want to be get found, and based on that you should change your location. Let's say you are in India but you are a remote content writer and you want clients from US. There is no problem for you to set the location as San Francisco, New York, San Diego, or whatever you think has market where a lot of people are searching for content writers. All right, so that's the location, and it's fine because most of these roles are anyways remote, right? And once you connect with them, you can always tell them that, hey, I'm not in San Diego right now, but I assist and I work with a lot of businesses in the US and I can help you out as well. In the same way, for jobs, you might put up a different location, but in job, let's say you put up your location as San Francisco, and a recruiter hits you up saying, hey man, we would love to have a chat, or hey girl, we would love to have a chat. And you'll be like, I'm in India, sorry. Then a lot of times it might not work because they cannot sponsor your visa, right? So that might not work, that might work, I don't know. You can try it out. But again, right, what I'm trying to say is location plays a very important role. And you see, the keyword content writer is being pulled from the current job description as well. It says current content writer at ProVab Technology, current content writer at Knowledge Academy. So where you're currently working and your job title also has a very significant importance of that. And then there is one more thing, that is mutual connections, but this is something that you don't control. So I'm going to skip that part because you have to connect with more and more people, and that will happen over the course of time, right? So what did we learn? Focus on what's important. Once you have figured out the keyword that you want to rank for, make sure the keyword is placed on the title. Make sure you find the location that makes sense for you, and make sure in your experience or in your past jobs, in this case, if you see, actually I've removed everything. But if you see, I wanted to rank for growth hacker as a keyword. As a result, I used to use chief growth hacker as a title at sisinthy.com so that I can get found. I used to have growth hacker in my title and also in my description. There's one more reason. We saw, right, that I was ranking for the keyword founder, right? You see this. I have founder in the title and I also have founder at growth school, right? That's exactly why I was ranking. So experience, putting the keyword in your experience is also important. And that's it. Make sure your keyword is in title, experience, and pick out the correct location. Are you guys clear so far? Figure out your keyword and make sure you put that in title, description, and find out your ideal location. Drop a boom in the chat if you guys are clear with everything that I'm saying so far. Bring it on, folks, everybody. Awesome. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Moving on. Once you do this, you're done with searchable. Somebody just asked, how can I change the title? Guys, for these simple questions, it's very easy. You can simply go out and Google, right? Because you don't need me to answer these questions, right? But if you're still not able to figure out, don't worry. There's a Q&A by end of this week where I'll be able to answer all these questions. But these are very simple questions. And today we don't have the time to take a lot of questions. So make sure you keep the questions whole to yourself and focus on what it is. A lot of these things are actually searchable, not this searchable that you can Google simply. But will anybody tell you stuff like this on Google? Probably not, right? So focus on these things. Anything tool driven, you will be able to figure it out yourself, right? So if searchable is done, that is, you're able, when you're optimized everything and you're able to get your profile on top of search. By the way, guys, I'm really sorry, I've missed something else as well. When you're trying to optimize your profile, not just put it on name, title, and location, but there is something called as description on your profile as well, right? On your LinkedIn, there is something called as description as well. That is this. You can see this, right? Where you write about yourself. Make sure you include your keywords that you want to rank for in this description as well. The more, let's say I want to rank for the keyword growth hacker, the more places I have the word keyword, I have the keyword growth hacker on my profile, the higher will be my chances to rank. So where all do I put the keyword? I put it on title, I put it on description, I put it in the experience as well. And your cherry in the cake will be if you have some endorsements on growth hacking. You can see this on skills. I have 100 out of 100 growth hacking. This also helps. Now you might be like, Vibav, how do I get that? We'll get there in some time. All right. Next, let's say you have figured out searchable. If you do the searchable right, you automatically solve for clickable as well. But probably the most important thing on clickable is a perfect picture. Why is that important? Because if you don't have a professional headshot or you don't have a picture at all, there's a very good chance that people will not click on it because they might consider you're not serious or you're inactive or you don't seem to be a person that they want to work with. So having a professional yet casual headshot is important. So this is what I use. It's not a suited up picture, right? It's a basic picture, but that's what I use, right? It always helps because it's casual and it also shows me that I'm legit or shows them that it's professional or whatever, right? Clear title again, right? Because I'm looking, let's say I'm looking for a content writer in the above example. If content writer as a keyword was not there on the title, then you'll be like, maybe this person is not the person I'm looking for, right? So that is where it is help. So if you're solving for searchable, you'll automatically solve for clickable. Just make sure you have a good professional headshot. All right. And finally, my favorite section of it is approachable. What do I mean by that? You see, this is a screenshot of something called as attention insight, right? What you see this, this heat maps here are when people open a LinkedIn profile, where does the eye go for the first time? Where does the eye automatically go? And you have to optimize that. If you see this, right, the top section, 51% of the eyes go on to the top section part of it. What does that mean? What you put on the cover picture essentially will play a very, very, very important role. You might ask, how did I do this? For this, we use some premium tools to be able to get insights of this, but you don't have to do it, because on your profile also, the map is going to look something like this because it's user behavior, right? What we get out of it is that the cover picture on a LinkedIn profile is extremely important. So we have to do the cover picture the right way, because 51% of people look at your cover picture first as they land on your LinkedIn profile. So how do you optimize your cover picture? Here's what you do. Your cover picture should talk to your TG. As a founder, my cover picture in this case, this actually I'll talk about the older one, that is this, and then I'll come to the new one. Okay. So what did I say? First is it should talk to your TG. That is, it should talk to your audience directly. Before this, I was a consultant. So that is exactly why I had helping brands and startups with growth, because it is telling directly to my TG, because my TG was founders and operators and I was helping them as a consultant. The moment they read it, they get a very clear idea of who I was, right? Number two, credibility. In this, my credibility was Hindu, entrepreneur, growth hackers, Deccan Chronicle, and all of those things. That is publications where I have been mentioned, which gives credibility to me that I'm a legit person, right? That's credibility. And finally, reflect who you are, right? Don't make it a very boring one. I love speaking. I love engaging with people. That's exactly the picture that you see in this cover was actually of me talking. Now it has changed. Now I'm a founder and I want to talk about the whole focus is on Growth School. So what we do at Growth School, we help people to become the top 1% in their professional careers, right? So that's exactly our mission statement. And it talks to my TG. Any of you, when you land on my LinkedIn profile, you'll be like, oh, wow. So Growth School can enable, Vibav is the founder of Growth School. And what does Growth School do? It will enable me to become the top 1%. So it's perfect. Credibility. That's exactly why we got, Growth School got into LinkedIn top startup, top 7, top 9 startup or 11 startup of the year. So I have that. And it reflects who we are. We are fun. We are poppy. So there's a very colorful poppy cover picture. In fact, we slightly redid it. You can see this. This is my current cover picture that has become a top 1% professional. I have a Growth School logo, and I'm also putting that Growth School is a LinkedIn top startup of India, right? So you think about in your example, what is that you can write? You remember the mission statement that we thought about? You can pretty much put your mission statement here by slightly redoing it. Okay. Number two, you might be like, Vaibhav, I'm not featured in any newspaper or anywhere. It doesn't matter. Have you spoken in any event? Is there a picture of that? Or have you done any projects? Is there a picture of that? You can use all of that as well, right? Guys, just because these three are there doesn't mean all the three tick boxes have to be ticked. You do what you can do the best. For example, you're a student. Obviously, as a student, you might not have a lot. So focus on talking to your TG and focus on reflecting who you are. Right? Are you clear with this? Are you clear with this? Drop a hell yeah in the chat if you guys are clear. All right, perfect. And I already told you about like a description that you should include the keyword that you have. And also one other nice thing that you can do to make people approachable is that you can see in the bottom, I have actually put my email ID. You can see the screenshot, right? I've actually put my email ID. What does it do when I put my email ID? It basically, like, let's say if I'm not accepting an invite, right? Because I get a lot of invites. By putting the email ID, what is happening is people can just send me an email. That makes them feel that I'm approachable, that Vaibhav is looking forward to connecting with people. And that's exactly why he has given his email ID. So you can pretty much do that as well. And like I said, if you have good recommendations and you have good skill endorsements, I already showed you my skill endorsements here. When you have skilled endorsements like this 99 plus 99 plus 99 plus or whatever good amount of endorsements, that always builds up your credibility automatically, and also recommendations always help. So try to optimize your profile basis of all of this. And I also touch based on this. That is, let's say you have like on the featured snippet section, right? That is this section that we are talking about, where I've added LinkedIn workshops, social media, hire me as a speaker. Think about what you can use here, because these are places where I can put links and people will can click and go. This is the section that helps me convert my LinkedIn profile into a landing page or a website for that matter. It's incredibly powerful, this section is. So what all can you add? Let's say you have a call to action that you want to put. Let's say you have a product that you want to sell. You can put a buy now button. Let's say you have a tool as a founder. You can put a sign up now button or a book now button. For credible, let's say you're a student and you want to add credibility. Add the case studies that you did. Add about the projects that you did here. Right? Put all your project on a Google Doc, convert that into a PDF, upload that on Google Drive. You'll get the link, put the link here, right? Put your resume here or put your video resume here. Put your testimonials here. Think about what is the best links that I have that I can put here. Put your website here if you want. And of course, you can drive traffic. You can drive traffic either to your blogs, and you can write blogs on WordPress, Medium, blah, 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 all of those places. Or you can also put LinkedIn posts that you think are very important and you would like everybody to see. All right. There are a lot of things that you can add, but think about only 3 things. Don't add too many. Add 3, because more than that, it will not be visible. It will go into scroll. So think about what you could pretty much add here. If you do the job right here, it will really, really help. All right. Also on the day 5 Q&A, we'll talk a little more about this. My team will talk a little more about this and give you more ideas. But with that being said, are you guys overall clear with what this is? On how to go about profile optimization? Brilliant. Now, I will talk about a very, very interesting tool. Okay. It's going to be, this is the hack number 1 for today. If you guys are sleeping or anything so far, I want you guys to come back. So wake up. This is one of the most powerful element of profile optimization. All right. Usually I cover this in my $1,300 course, but I'm putting this up so that it can help a lot of people. Are you guys ready? Do I have 100% of your attention? Put a keyword 100 in the chat if I have 100% of your attention. $100 in the chat, 100 in the chat. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So here's the thing. What is profile optimization? You already learned, right? Let's say I want to rank for this keyword, growth hacker. Okay. I'll set to people. This is the keyword that I want to rank for, growth hacker. I'll change the locations, let's say to San Francisco. Okay. I want to rank for the keyword growth hacker in San Francisco. Okay. There are a bunch of people are ranking right now. How do I beat them? Obviously, I already told you that you have to add the keyword, right? This and that and everything around it. But what if I tell you there is a much smarter way of going about it? Something, if you start doing the right way, you will start ranking on these keywords much faster. Are you guys ready for that? And that's essentially what I'm going to teach you. I call it the reverse engineering method. That is, in this process, we will try to understand why are these people ranking right now? Why are these people ranking right now? Okay. And we will optimize our profile in a way that we can start ranking. Understand what are these guys doing right. All right. So that's what we're going to do here in this method. So for this, we will be using a very interesting tool. It's called as Resume Worded LinkedIn Review. But here's the thing, right? The thing is, I will not share the links with you right now. Okay. You might be like, Vibav, why would you do that? Why can't you share the links right now? I will share the links of all these tools that I'll share all throughout this towards the end. And the reason being is very simple. I don't want you guys to get distracted. If I share the link with you right now, you will go out there and try to, like, like, obviously, like, try to do it right now. And the problem with that is you will miss out on what I am going to go on to say right now. And you will come back and ask me questions. So let's focus on getting the answers right. You can do it yourself in some time. I hope that is clear. With that being said, I will share the links towards the end. So we are on this tool. This is a free tool. Don't worry. You don't have to pay anything for it. Of course, there's a paid version for this as well. And this is a tool that we'll be using. For that, what will we do? Guys, whatever I'm going to say right now, you have to repeat that for at least 15 to 20 profiles. Okay. Whatever I tell you right now, you have to repeat it for at least 15 to 20 profiles. All right. But I'm going to show you for 3 profiles. So the first step is you open these profiles one by one. Once you have done that, there's a button more here. You click on more and there's an option called as save to PDF. LinkedIn gives this option. It is completely legit, so you don't have to worry. You click on the more button and click on save to PDF. There you go. I will do the same for all the top 3 profiles or top 10, 15 profiles. What are these? These are pretty much their whole LinkedIn profile summarized for us on a Google Doc. Okay. So what I will do, I will simply download them. I mean, I use a PDF viewer. That's why I have one more step. But you can download, like on regular Chrome, you should be able to download it. So I've downloaded all the profiles. Now, what do? I come back to this tool. I'll click on get a free review. Here, the tool is asking me to upload the profile picture. The PDF. So I'm going to download. I've already downloaded it. I will just upload it. You can see it is uploaded. There you go. What does this tool do is it has AI powers where it will analyze the profile and tell you based on a lot of data points on how this particular profile is performing right now. It will give every profile a score. And it will give a score based on a lot of factors. Okay. So there you go. 3, 2, 1. Looks like the AI is taking some time. And boom. So you see this profile that we just uploaded is a 56 out of 100. And not just that, the headline is 7 out of 10, summary is 3 out of 10, experience is 5 out of 10, education is 10 out of 10, and others is 8 out of 10. Now, why is this helpful? Because if you do the same process for at least the top 10 profiles, you know what they're doing right, you know what they're doing wrong. So you learn from these top 10, 15 profiles and apply these learnings on your profile. That way you can beat them. This is basically competitor intelligence in some form or fashion, right? You can see if I click on headline, right, it will also tell me how the person can improve the headline, right? If I come to summary, it will also telling me what is right about the summary and what is wrong about the summary. This is Geoff Martin, one of the profiles I'm assuming. There you go. We closed out on his LinkedIn profile, but we are talking about this gentleman profile, right? So there you go. Experience, why is it 5 out of 10? It is telling you how it can fix, right? In education, why it is 10 out of 10? Great job. They've done a good job. Now you read and understand how you can also get a 10 out of 10. Now, based on all of this, if you start repeating this process for all the profiles and start making notes on a Google Sheet, won't you be able to understand about your competitors or someone else who's ranking on the keyword that you want to rank for better about the profile optimization than they do? Won't you know more information about these profiles than they themselves know? That is the power of this. Once you have learned all of this, once you have learned how to do this and how to understand and everything, now your job, I'm sorry guys, there is going to be no break right now, right? I'm teaching, I should be tired, right? I'm really sorry, there is no break right now. We'll get to a break in some time, right? Once we understand all of the learnings that we have had, now it's time for you to optimize your own profile. Once you've optimized, what do? You check for your own profile score. So I'm going to click on more and I'm going to click on save to PDF. All right, so I've got my profile. I come back to LinkedIn, and now that I've optimized my profile, I'm gonna check how is my profile performing right now. Again, right, you're gonna see a very bad score on my profile because I don't really optimize properly. I mean, I don't really care these days on how this does, but as a founder, it does the job for me, right? But and also content helps me quite a bit. But again, right, if you are someone who you are trying to optimize your LinkedIn profile, you should eye at a score of 95 plus, nothing less, right? There you go. My score is 70 out of 100. And it's also telling me why it is 70 out of 100. It is saying I can make my headline better. It is also saying that I can make my experience better, slightly summary better, so on and on and on. Right. I can obviously optimize my profile and get it to 90, 95, but I don't really have an incentive these days because obviously, right? Because I've started up right now and life has changed. But try to get a score of 95 and you will see magic happening, right? So how was the hack number one, guys? Drop a boom if you think this was amazing. Drop a boom if you think this was amazing. So you have to think strategically on how you can beat others. If you do exactly what others people do, it will not work for you. All right? Awesome. The next password digit number is 2. The next password digit number is 2. No, guys, these are all growth hacks, and you will not get recordings for this. You will not get recordings for this. These are all growth hacks, but you have doubts, you can ask in the Q&A. The ideal score, I would say, focus at a 95. I hope you have made the note for the password digit number 2. Now, with that being said, we have spent good 1 hour with each other. Should I take 3 to 4 minutes to introduce myself? Should I take 3 to 4 minutes to introduce myself? Because I realized I didn't even introduce myself. Right. So for people who want a quick break, now is your time. You have 3 minutes to come back. If you want to take a quick break and you don't want to know about me, that's fine as well. So who am I? I'm Vibav Sisinthy. That's who I'm. I probably look much better in the picture than I do in real. That's how it works. Guys, I will share the links of all the tools towards the end. So please don't ask me for links right now or names right now. I want you guys to focus on the class and not go and play on the tools right now, or else you'll miss out on everything. Okay, I'm father to this beautiful girl. Her name is Phoebe. She's my partner in crime, also my chief cuddling partner. Right. I'm from Orissa. I don't know if there's anybody from Orissa here. I'm from this town called as Barampur. That's where I did my schooling. St. Vincent's Convent School is where I did my 1st to 10th grade. So if anybody is from Orissa here, Kemiti Ochutama Samaste. But I am actually a Telugu guy. So Telugu kuda నాకు బానే వచ్చు తెలుగు సినిమాలు కూడా చూస్తాను. So I speak both Telugu and Oriya, right? And of course Hindi and English for obvious reasons, right? I've always been a horrible student. You can see this. My report grade card is 47%, 46%, 49%, 48%. So I've always been a terrible student, but I think I'm doing okay with my life. This is how I used to clear exams. One day before, I will have screenshots of pictures of the textbook because I'll never buy textbooks. I'll just take pictures on my iPad and I read from them. Right? I started up when I was 19 years old. Like the startup name was called Discovering Android. And that's where I started. You see the black skinny guy, that's me. Black shirt skinny guy. That startup failed because Google blocked us because we were teaching people how to hack Android and Google clearly didn't like us. So then we started my second startup that was called Crazy Heads. That did pretty well. I would say we won awards. She's actually an actress. We won the Fast Emerging Digital Media Startup of the Year award back in 2014. And then I got bored of it. I joined Uber in 2015, where I had a lot of fun learning and doing some really cool stuff in India. By the way, that's Travis, who's the founder of Uber. I met him at Las Vegas. I was 21 years old when I got an opportunity to fly to Las Vegas for an Uber party. It was a very cool company. I've given a Josh talk for people who are keen to know a little more about me. It has almost 1 million views right now. I've done a couple of Josh talks right now, so do check it out if you work in. I've been featured in all the places, blah blah blah, all of that, and that's me. By the way, something that might not be part of this is that currently I run Growth School. I'm the founder of Growth School, and I run that right now. We also have raised about $5 million in funding, and you guys are all Growth School students, right? So that's basically where we are right now. So just give me a second. Let me pull something out. All right. So, quick question. How many of you guys would like to network with each other? How many of you guys, yeah, Phoebe walked in? Yes, she did. How many of you guys would like to network with each other? All of you people, all of you people, all of you people. That's awesome. All right. So here is what we are going to do. Okay. What we're going to do is I just shared a LinkedIn post with you guys. Really sorry, that is not the LinkedIn post that I wanted to share. Ignore that link. All right.
I'm sharing the link, Vibav.
There you go. I've just shared a LinkedIn post with all of you people. Okay. What I want you guys to do is go on to that LinkedIn post. Okay. You already wrote a mission statement. We already did a mission statement, right? Drop a comment on who you are, what kind of people that you're trying to connect with on LinkedIn as well. That way, all the people that we have in this batch, these hundreds of people that we have on this, will comment on that. And that way you can find each other and connect with each other. It is a beautiful way. It just works flawlessly well without any tech. So I've written a dedicated post for this batch. You just go there, you comment on who you are and what kind of people you are trying to connect with. And you can also say how you're feeling it. You're already into the workshop for a while right now, how you are feeling about it. You can also quickly put it up there. All right. So for this, you have 5 minutes break. And in that break, you also have to wrap this up. So I'm going to put a quick 5 minute timer and we are going to resume in 5 minutes. So meanwhile, put it up, engage with people, connect with each other, and we will be back in 5 minutes.
Give me a second.
Enjoy some music meanwhile, and we will be back in 5 minutes.
In the bathroom, getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. No, I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise a toast. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
All right, all right. I hope you guys are back because we will be resuming in just 20 seconds. For people who are already connected and are done, drop a done in the chat. If you guys are done connecting with people, drop a done in the chat so that I get an idea of how many people are in there. Awesome. So good to see so many. I see hundreds of comments on the post already. So great job there. Not hundreds really, but get my point. We're getting there. We're getting there. But again, this is only for you guys, for people who you think, if you think this is worth it, please feel free to do that. If you think it is not, that's fine as well. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, that's the first thing that you should create, Virendra. You're a little ahead of the overall program already. Awesome. So that's basically it. We need to start right now. Are you guys ready for the third step or the third module? Drop a boom in the chat and we will get started. We are actually running out of time. We are running late, frankly, because I've added new things into this workshop. As a result, we are getting a little late. But guys, how is the energy like? Are you guys feeling it on a scale of 1 to 10? Or 10 being maximum, 1 being less? How is the energy like? Awesome. Few people are giving it a 1. I'm sorry, man. I cannot be more energetic than this. I'm doing my 100% right now. As long as, you're learning something, please, manage with it. Brilliant. Let's kickstart. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That helps me. Okay. Let's focus back right now. So module 3, the connection loop. Now, here is everything that we'll cover in this module quickly. One is that regain your lost glory. I'll tell you what that is. Finding your mix and connecting with your right target audience. In this module, what we're going to figure out is how do we connect with people in the right way. Very important. Connect with the right people in the right way. And that's what we're going to focus on. So we start with cleaning up your LinkedIn profile. Now, what do I mean by this? Here's the problem, right? Lot of people reach out to me saying, Vibav, I have 10,000 connections. I'll be like, awesome. What's happening then? It's like not even 5 people like my content. Why is that happening? How many of you have the same problem? How many of you have the same problem? You have a lot of following. You have a lot of connections, but you barely get people to connect. Give me a second. I'm going to come back. Sorry, Phoebe was scratching the door, so I had to go and open the door. But yeah, the reason why it happens like this is because you have irrelevant people on your LinkedIn profile. That's exactly why. Because you studied in an engineering college, right now you're doing a job as a marketer, let's say. You studied in an engineering college, you have connected with 3,000 software engineers, and you create content on, let's say, marketing. How will anybody connect? When you write something about marketing and all your audience are software engineers, why will they even connect? And a lot of people have very old legacy profiles where most of the profiles are dead. Like your network is dead. As a result, people are not even able to see your content. So the first thing and the foremost thing that you have to do here is to clean your profile up, right? And how do you do that? Step number 1 is you analyze your connections. Okay, you know what? I'm going to quickly show this how to do it. Why do I have to break my head? I'll just quickly show you. First is that you know who you want to connect, right? You figured out your TG. Let's say your TG says you should connect with all the founders and people operators and whatever, or recruiters and whatever. And you want people who are in your space, like marketing, growth, design. If you're a marketer, let's say if you're a tech person, then you want people who are in your tech space and not other categories, right? So you know who your audience is. Now, based on that, if I go and let's say my audience is, for example, right, hypothetically, let's say my audience is not software engineers. I don't need software engineers. There is no correlation with me for software engineers. So if I search for software engineering, okay, LinkedIn sometimes acts up. So let me do it again. There you go, software engineering. I select people. And then in connections, I select 1. What do I mean by 1 in connections? Connections First connection is basically they are already friends with me on LinkedIn. Second connection is they are my mutual friends, that is friends of friends, right? And third connection is friend of friend of friend. So right now I want to see how many people have I connected with on LinkedIn who are software engineers. There you go. It says 7,500 people that I'm connected with who are software engineers who are on LinkedIn. Let's say software engineering is not relevant for me. All these 7,500 people, when I create a piece of content, they will not understand what I'm writing because I'm writing marketing stuff. Right? So, how do we go about it? We have to remove these people. And how do you remove that? You open the profiles that are not relevant for you, click on the more button and click on remove connection. Now I'm not going to remove anyone because software engineer is important. I keep hiring. So it is important category for me, but you get the point. You click on more, you click on remove connection, and that way you can clean up the profile. Okay. You have to remove all the people that are not relevant to your target group or target audience, right? It is important for you to do that. And of course, you can have some exceptions. Like you cannot just remove your, like your friends who are very close to you, who will like you and who will support you no matter what you write. You always have those friends, right? You don't have to remove them. You don't have to remove your colleagues who again are your first edge. If you mix all of them right together, it'll be like 100, 200 people who will be exceptions. And the total number of connections you can have on LinkedIn is 30,000. So you can have exceptions of up to 500 people, but rest of the 29,500 people should be your target audience. Do I make sense? Do I make sense? So clean up your profile. That is the step number one, numero uno. All right. Once you have done that, your profile is ready to actually rock and roll. By the way, the password digit number 3 is also 3. Right. Quickly take a note. I'll keep this on for 10 seconds. The password digit number 3 is 3. Awesome. Moving on. Now that you've cleaned up your profile, it's time for us to connect with the right audience. That is, connect with your target audience. And how do you do that? You already know who you want to connect with based on what we did in module 1, right? So there are 3 ways to find your target audience. Number 1 is LinkedIn search. Number 2 is use a paid premium version of LinkedIn called as LinkedIn Sales Navigator, or you might use LinkedIn Recruiter or whatever. Number 3, which is my favorite, is a very nice hack. It's called OPN, Other People Network. There are 3 ways you can connect with your right audience, and we'll jump right in. Okay. So let's say first one is LinkedIn search. Guys, you would prefer me showing real time, right? Rather than showing slides. What will you prefer? Real time or slides? Okay, let's do real time. That's what I thought. That's why I'm skipping the slides and jumping right in here. All right, let's do that. Most of the people are saying real time. I can't do both here. We don't have time to do both. Sorry. We can do one. Awesome. So let's do real time. So first is LinkedIn search. Like I said, let's say I'm a freelancer. Okay. I'm a freelancer who is a software engineer. Okay. Or let's say I'm a freelancer who does content freelancing. Just an easier example, and everybody can relate to. Okay. And I am trying to look for people or clients who are not in India so that I can charge a premium. I want people who are in US, who are founders of the companies. Those are the kind of people that I want to connect with. So how do I do that? So I'm going to go to LinkedIn search. I search for the keyword founder. Okay. And then there are a lot of things, right? So I click on people because I'm looking for people and not companies. Once I've done that, there is something called as all filters. You can see I don't have LinkedIn Premium right now or any premium service. So I click on all filters. Here, you see a lot of options. I want people who are my second level connections, that is, who are friends of friends at least, right? People, let's say, who are in, let's say, I'll pick up San Francisco Bay Area first. And I can also add a couple of locations like New York, if I want to add, or whatever city that you want to connect with, right? And I want people who talk about startups, entrepreneurship, so that I can find people who are in early stages, pretty much. That's what it will help me with. And pretty much the other thing that I would like to figure out is industry. What do I mean by that is I don't want startups which are doing offline businesses. I want startups which are doing basically apps, internet companies, so that I can give them content services. So I will search for this keyword internet, and you can see internet marketplaces platform, internet publishing, technology, information, and internet. So I'm going to just keep it broad and I'm going to select this. What does this mean? I will only get founders who are running tech companies and not offline companies or not conglomerates or something, right? I'm looking for startups. And of course, right, you can select more services if you want, but I'm going to leave it as it is. Right now, it was some 10 lakh, 10 lakh. Yeah, it's 1 crore 6 lakh results were found when I searched for founders. Now I'm going to set up all these filters, and there you go. I literally found 480 precise profiles by selecting all the things that I want to right now. I wanted people who speak startups because I'm narrowing down. You see, I don't want to see 100,000 results. I want to see less number of results. I narrowed down based on their interest. I narrowed down based on where they are, and I narrowed down based on the kind of company they're running. And I only wanted the second level connections so that I can connect with everybody. If you are a lot of third level connections, right, then LinkedIn will ask you to pay for LinkedIn Premium. Okay. Based on this, I found all these profiles. Now my job is to open these profiles and start connecting with these people by clicking on the connect button and connecting with them. Right. So I'm going to quickly withdraw. But are you guys clear? Pretty straightforward stuff. But the beauty and the real power lies on filters. These filters are powerful, and leverage these filters in the right way. Drop a boom if you guys are clear so far. A boom if you're clear so far. Awesome. Now that you found the profiles, awesome. Now that you found all these profiles, it's time for you to connect. Okay. And when you're connecting, custom note is probably the most important thing. How many of you people send a lot of invitations but don't get enough people to accept your invitation? Send a lot of invitations but not enough people accept your invitation. Drop a me in the chat. Guys, can you guys hear me and see me properly? Can you guys hear me and see me properly? Drop a yes in the chat if you are. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So the reason why that doesn't happen is because you don't have the right custom note. When you're sending an invitation to someone, you tell them why that you're sending it. That way they know if they should accept or not. If you don't tell them the reason why you're connecting with them, then they will have zero idea on why they should accept or why they should not accept. So always add a custom note. It increases the chances of they accepting your invite. And by the way, don't send more than 50 invites per day because that could get you blocked. Okay. But how do we go about it? Let's say I opened a profile. I opened this Phil's profile. Now I click on this more button and I click on connect button. Oh shit, looks like I pulled back, so it's not allowing me to connect again. So I'm just gonna open a different profile right now. Click on more, click on connect. And you see, when I say that, it says add a note personalized to your invitation, right? I can click on add note and I can write a note. Now, what can you write in this note? You can write about why you're connecting. If there's something common that you found, people usually prefer, I will actually love to accept a profile if they have done enough research for me or enough research on me. So you have to read up the profile a little and write a really nice custom note. Right? HM, really cool stuff with Dab. I'm also a founder and I would love to connect. That's a much better note than no note, right? But would you like to leverage AI? And would you like AI to write a custom note for you and AI to do the research for you so that you don't have to do it yourself? Drop a boom in the chat. Drop a boom in the chat. For that, we will be using a tool called as Righty. It's a completely free tool. I will share the link with you guys. It is powered by ChatGPT and it's a Chrome extension which I've already installed. Okay. Righty, you can see this. Do you see this little icon here? I've installed the Chrome extension. Once I've installed guys, can you guys see this? Drop a yes in the chat if you guys can, yeah, or else I would not know. Okay, you can see this, right? I've installed the Chrome extension. You can just go to the tool that I told you. Once you install the Chrome extension, all I have to do is click on this button. When I clicked on it, AI is doing the job, and all of a sudden, you see this. AI has done the research. I can change this also. I want to make it cheerful. Okay. So, and I click on regenerate. So I want the tone to be cheerful. Guys, I will share the link of the tools here. Focus on the process, please. I will share the link of this tool towards the end. So when I use the tool and I said cheerful, it automatically generated a message. Hey Chime, my name is Vibav. I'm looking through your profile and notice that you're co-founder of Dab. Impressive. I don't like this much, right? I'm gonna come down. I saw your profile on LinkedIn. What it seems like you have done a quite impressive background as a co-founder of Dab. This is fine. And here's the third one. I wanted to reach out to you via LinkedIn because your work as a co-founder at Dab interests me greatly, and I would love to connect. I like this. I'm gonna click on this insert button. There you go. You have it all here, and I can simply click on the send button. Right? I might, if you might want to make changes, saying that whatever changes you want to make, but it quickly does a round of research and writes a copy for you using AI. It's a completely free tool. It uses the power of AI. I will share the link with you guys of this tool as well. And that way you can enjoy and automate a lot of stuff. Happy to see AI coming into the picture and making your life easier? Drop a insane in the chat if you think this was insane. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, we're gonna move on. Damn it. All right, we're gonna move on. I already told you about this, that this is how you connect with LinkedIn using search. Now, guys, there is a paid version of LinkedIn, which is called as the LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, what is LinkedIn Sales Navigator? It's a tool which will give you way more features on LinkedIn. It's a paid version. It's not free. It's about 5,000 rupees on or 6,000 rupees a month. But what is the advantage of Sales Navigator is that it will give you filters. Like, let's say when I was selecting founder right here, I could not select based on the size of the company. So I had to select interest. That way I'll find startups which are early stage a little. But here I can literally select number of employees working in that specific company. Let's say I want to connect with small startups, right? Founders of small startups for my services. Then I can literally select companies with less than 10 employees. So it will give me a lot more options to kind of filter people through rather than limited options that we get on the free LinkedIn search. All right. So that's LinkedIn Sales Navigator. There are a ton of YouTube videos that are available out there. You can check it out. I don't have a paid version of it right now, so I cannot show you this. Finally, using OPN, or called as Other People Network. What do I mean by this? Let's say you have a competitor, okay? Or let's say you have me. Let's say you think I am one of those people who has the exact audience that you want. You're like, Vaibhav, I want people like yours, not like yours. I want my audience is similar to your audience. I want your following to be mine. So how do I do that and how do I go about it? It's very simple. So what do you do is pretty much like, come on any of my profile, and let's say let's say there are a lot of pieces of content that I've been sharing, right? You see, people have been liking and commenting my content. You see, then 2,000 people liked this post. What does that mean? They're connected to me, they're active on LinkedIn, and they're engaging, right? So to connect with the right kind of people, I can simply click on a button like this and I have a list of people who have liked or commented. Now, all I do is pretty much open any of these profiles, let's say Siddharth's, and let's say all of these profiles one by one, and start connecting with them. How cool is that? So here, you're literally stealing my audience who are the most active. You're only connecting with people who have liked or commented. You're not connecting with every of my audience. You're only connecting with my active audience. People who have been liking my content and connecting with them. That way you're stealing my audience, which is fine. It's fair to steal, right? And this is called as OPN, Other People Network. So list down 10 to 15 people who you think have a lot of following and get a lot of likes and comments and their audience and start connecting with these people. If you think they are of your own audience, it is incredibly powerful way of connecting with the right set of people. So guys, if you think OPN is powerful, drop a comment OPN OP in the chat. That's complex. OPN OP in the chat if you think it is powerful. No, you don't need premium. I don't have a premium account. Huh? That's what I'm saying. You don't need premium account to send a note. Brilliant. And also, you can find TG on LinkedIn groups. You can go to LinkedIn groups, open any of the LinkedIn groups that you're part of. LinkedIn groups are pretty much dead, but could be one advantage of LinkedIn group is that a lot of relevant people will be there. For example, let's say you want to connect with a lot of social media marketers and there is this LinkedIn group with 2 lakh people. So you can click on see all button and start connecting with people if you think they are relevant. This is also a very interesting way of finding the right kind of audiences from LinkedIn groups. All right. So next password digit number 4 is 5. Password digit number 4 is 5. I'm going to wait for 5 seconds. All right. Awesome. Simple message hack. Now we'll talk about a very nice hack. Simple message hack to skyrocket your reply rates. How many of you guys are happy with the number of replies that you get when are you happy with the number of replies you get when you send a message to anyone? Yes or no? All right. Looks like you are not very happy with it. And that is what we're going to fix right now. All right. So do you guys want an answer to this? Do you guys want a result to that? How you can get more people to reply? Yes. Of course, yes, right? So that is what we're going to focus on. But before that, I have a question for all of you people. What do you think is the most important factor for anybody to open an email? Let's say you send an email. What do you think is the most important factor for somebody to open your email? Come on, guys. There you go. Everybody has the answer to it. It's the subject line. That is the most important part of getting anybody to open your message or open your email. Does LinkedIn have a subject line? When you send a message, is there a subject line on LinkedIn? Unless you're sending in mails, which is paid or premium, LinkedIn doesn't have a subject line. It doesn't. Unless you send LinkedIn in mails, there is no subject line. Okay. But you can hack it around. What if I tell you can hack it around? Here's the thing. LinkedIn doesn't have a subject line. Okay. But you can actually see a preview text of that message before you open. And this is called as excerpt. Okay. You can check the preview text of the message before you open. You see, most of the people, when they send message, let's say you're sending me a message, most of the people will be like, hi Vibav, how are you doing? I've taken your LinkedIn workshop. I would like to invite you for a podcast, blah, 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 all of that. Now, first 5 words. Hi Vibav, how are you doing? First 6 words are the ones that is visible before I open the message. If I don't get context on why you're sending me a message, there's a very good chance I'll never open your message because I get too many messages, right? If it was your first 5 words, hi Vibav, how are you? This is all I see. And I don't know why you're sending the message. Do you think hi Vibav, how are you is a good subject line for an email? No, right? That is what should be your focus. Your first 5 words of the message that you send should be treated like a subject line. Instead of writing, hi Vibav, how are you? Let's say you're inviting me for a podcast, okay? Just making stuff up. Instead of writing, hi Vibav, how are you? My first 5 words would be podcast invitation in the bracket, 5,000 plus listeners. 4 words. Invitation to podcast in the bracket, 5,000 plus listeners. You get my attention. And then once you write this line, then you start. Hi Vibav, how are you doing? Consider the first 5 words of your message as the subject line because that's what people can see before they open the message. If you can get people's attention the first 5 words, they'll click and open your message and the chances of your replies will skyrocket. Do I make sense? You see, we are leveraging how the platform works, the nuances, and leveraging it in a way that it will work for us. It's a very simple hack, but it will 3x your reply rate. Do you think this is smart? Drop a comment smart. If you think this is smart, drop a comment smart, right? It will 3x your reply rates, guys. I'm not even kidding. You can get replies from biggest of the people. This is exactly the way I got replies from, people like Tanmay Bhatt and some really cool people, right? Awesome. Moving on. Do you want to know how you can make advanced searches on LinkedIn without actually paying for Sales Navigator? How many of you are interested in this? Here comes two very cool hacks. How many of you guys are interested in this? Come on, guys, energy. I'm not feeling the energy. Bring it on. All right. All right. So let's do this. So, what is the biggest problem with LinkedIn search? Like I said, you can't exclude people. So I'll show you. In fact, why do I say? I'll just show you live. Okay. Let's say I search for a keyword marketing. So I want to connect with people who are marketers. Okay. I select people. Let's say I select a location like Bangalore or Bombay. Okay. So I'm going to select Mumbai, Maharashtra and show results. It says there are 5,61,000 marketers in Bombay. Do you think that is accurate? Do you think that is accurate? Do you think there'll be 5,61,000 marketers in Bombay? I don't think so either. You know why this number is so inflated? The reason why it is so inflated is because there will be a lot of other roles like business development, sales, other people who are calling themselves as marketers as well, or I have the keyword marketing on their profile, because of which they are all showing up for the keyword marketing. Now, I know this because I've done this. I don't want people who are in sales to show up on this list. So I want to exclude those people. How do I do that? For that, I use something called as LinkedIn Boolean search. What is LinkedIn Boolean search? How many of you have studied engineering here? How many of you remember Boolean operators? And, NAND, NOR, XOR, so on and on and on. Who did you ever think that you'll use Boolean operators on LinkedIn? Right? Have you ever thought you'll use Boolean operators on LinkedIn? But we are going to use it, right? That's what we're going to do right now. We are going to use Boolean operators. And if you don't remember, and if you're done engineering, what did you study? No, I'm just kidding. Nobody studied engineering. People go to engineering to have fun. I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it. But we're going to use Boolean operators inside of LinkedIn search. Okay. And here is how we go about it. So in this keyword, we have marketing. I will add a keyword not, and add sales and search for it. And boom, look at this. All of a sudden, 2 lakh people vanished from the list. All of a sudden, 2 lakh people vanished from this list. Why? There were about 2 lakh people who were salespeople who were calling themselves marketers. You want to see one more example? You want to see one more examples? When I said marketing, not sales. So I'm saying I want people who are marketers, but not salespeople. So I'm excluding everyone on the list who have the keyword who have the keyword sales on their profile. Let me show you one more example. Let's say I want people who are founders in Bombay. It says 92,000 people, but I want people who are founders and also understand marketing, because I want to pitch marketing services and I want to know who is the founder who understands marketing. I want to talk to them. Okay. So I can add a keyword A&D okay. And I'm going to say marketing. You see what this is? From 92,000 people, we've been able to get down to 42,000 founders by just saying, I want only those founders who also understand marketing. And all of a sudden, you're getting a much smaller result. Don't you think this is insanely powerful, guys? Don't you think this is insanely powerful? Drop a boom if you think this is insanely powerful. Now, here's the thing. You can make really, really complex searches using this, right? But for that, you have to learn how to write these operators properly. There are 2 ways. You spend an hour to understand how to write these operators, or two, I will just tell you a tool which will automatically generate everything for you and you just copy paste. What do you want? Tool or what? Quickly in the chat. All right, everybody wants a tool. Already somebody mentioned the tool name also. So there are some very informed guests as well. So good job, guys. And the tool name is called as a Boolean search tool or the X-ray tool, right? It's a free tool completely. And I will share the link with you people towards the end of the session, like I promised already. So it has a bunch of questions. Job titles to include, job titles to exclude, company names to include, company names to exclude, keywords to include, keywords to exclude. Let's say I'm going to say, I want people who are marketers, not sales or business development. Also, I want people who are not working. You can see company names to include, company names to exclude. I want people who are not working in TCS and Wipro. I'm just, or for that example, I will also say growth school. Okay. So these are the three companies I want to exclude. Based on all of this, right, it automatically generated a search string. All I have to do is click on this copy button. It will copy the text. I will automatically come here and on the search bar, right, I just have to paste that string and click on enter. It sometimes doesn't work also, but look at this. Drop a boom if you like what you're seeing. Based on everything that we put, where we started some 5 lakh people, we came down to 1,500 results. How cool is that? And if you use Sales Navigator, you can get up to 38K people, but that's fine. For free, I'm okay to start with 1,500 people. Very, very simple steps, and we are able to get to this point. I just included keywords to include, keywords to exclude, company names to include, and you can go even more ninja and make it even more complex. Right? So that's how you go about it. Now, this is a very cool thing. Now that I've told you about Sales Navigator, did you know that with a free account of LinkedIn, you can only make limited searches? If you make more searches, LinkedIn will be like, pay for LinkedIn Premium. How many of you people don't want to pay for LinkedIn Premium and still want to be able to make unlimited searches on LinkedIn? If I get everybody to say me in the chat in the next 10 seconds, I will teach you this for free. By the way, we are not hacking anything. We are doing completely something legit. Okay. So don't worry. Don't think that I'm hacking something. But by the way, I mean, I'm sure LinkedIn will hate me a little because a lot of people will not pay for LinkedIn Premium after this. All right. Got the energy, guys. Let's jump right in. Okay. Unlimited LinkedIn profile searches with free LinkedIn without actually paying for premium. The tool that we use here is called as LinkedIn X-ray tool. And I'll quickly tell you how it works. Okay. If I go to google.com and I search for LinkedIn Vibav sisinthy, you see that Google is able to pull my LinkedIn profile actually. What does that mean? Google has all the data of all the LinkedIn profiles indexed. Can I leverage Google search rather than LinkedIn search? If I leverage Google search, then LinkedIn cannot stop me from making searches, right? LinkedIn will not stop me from viewing profiles. LinkedIn will cap you if you search a lot on this search bar. It will not show you results, for example. You see this, when I search for a keyword marketing, right? And I select people, the results, you see, it is not showing me more results. It's saying try LinkedIn Premium if you want to see more results. And this is what I don't want. And this LinkedIn can only do if I'm using LinkedIn search. What if I stop using LinkedIn search completely? I leverage Google search for this. And that is called as something called as Google Docs. Okay. I don't want to go deep into it. It's called as Google Docs for people who are geeks. You can search for it. Where you have keywords like in URL, keyword searches and all that, where you can literally search using Google inside of LinkedIn. But we don't have to geek out because it's a free tool just for us. That's all you have to do. Let's say this is a LinkedIn search tool outside of LinkedIn and it's called X-ray tool. It is free of cost. How does it work? Let's say I want people who are marketers and are in Mumbai. When I search for it, boom, you see all the profiles I've started to get are all direct LinkedIn profiles of people who are marketers and are in Mumbai, right? So I'm not even leveraging LinkedIn search. As a result, LinkedIn cannot cap me. And there are like, I don't know how many results there are, right? It goes on and on and on and on. So you are not capped. You will get unlimited searches because you're not leveraging LinkedIn, you're leveraging Google. Do you think that's smart? Do you think that is smart? Do you want to take this to the next level? Do you want to take this to the next level? Do you remember we pulled up this string, Boolean search string? I'll just copy that, come back to this tool, that is the X-ray tool, right? And I'll paste it here and search. Look at this. LinkedIn Boolean search string also works inside of this tool. That means you can literally find very targeted profiles using X-ray tool and LinkedIn Boolean search. So whatever we did on this Boolean search, right, using this tool, I copied it and I pasted inside of X-ray tool and I found the results. How cool is this? How cool is this? You don't only have to pay for LinkedIn Premium anymore, ever again. Guys, drop a boom if you're learning. By the way, from a scale of 1 to 10, how has been your learning in the last 2 hours? From a scale of 1 to 10, how has been your learning in the last 2 hours? Awesome. Somebody said can't rate. I hope it is good and not bad. All right, all right, all right. Are you guys ready for content? Are you guys ready for content? Content magic, content magic. How many of you guys are ready for content magic? How can you write content that converts and gets you a lot of reach? And that's exactly what we are going to talk about for the next 20 minutes. Are you guys ready for this? Ready? Awesome. Let's go. I hope you guys are ready. Focus, guys, focus. Right. First question, is content important? Long answer short, yes. And you know, that is how content creation happens. If you create good content, you will get a lot of engagement. People will get to know about you. And I mean, I can't even tell you, right? Like people find me just on the airport saying, Vibav, you're Vibav Sisinthy, right? I found you on LinkedIn. And that happens quite a lot. It's extremely powerful to create content. And when you get a good piece of content out, if you're able to get a good piece of content and it goes viral, for example, in this example, right? I got some 17,000 likes on this post. You can see this. My search appearances shot up by 140%. Search appearances went up, and also search profile views went up by 37%. It just skyrocketed, right? You see the spike here, which went to 10,000. It was then, that was like some last year, but sure, right? So good post can basically improve every metric of your content. There are two types of content that you can create. Can anybody tell me what are the two kinds of content creation on LinkedIn? I'll be surprised if you can answer this right. There are two kinds of content that you can create. I'm not talking about written content, video and all. There are formats. There are two kinds of content. Someone says AI and own. No. There are two places where you can create content. Awesome, awesome. I got some answers right now. Guys, the two kinds of content is you can create for your own profile. What do I mean by that? You create content and post it on your profile, like there is examples, or you can create for others' profiles. What do I mean by that? Comments. Putting in valuable comments on someone else's post is also called as content creation, right? So there are two things that you should do when we think about content creation. Creating content for our own profiles. Two is creating content so that you can engage with others. For example, obviously, right, in this example, I've created content for my own profile. Whatever I did, it did well. I got like insane amount of reach in a lot of them. This is cool. Next is for others' profile. Here is I got attention of Tanmay, right? He made a really nice post and I made a very good comment there. My comment was not like, great post, good post, love your content. No, I actually added value. As a result, I don't know if you can see this, the post has 139 likes. doesn't work like that. Clearly, the comment got 139 likes. Now, why is 139 likes important? When you get a lot of likes on a comment, that comment stays on the top. So if Tanmay Bhatt's post goes viral, so do I go, because you can always see the first comment. Did you understand why it is important to create content on others' profile? You can, when you create good content on other profile and it gets engagement, it stays on the top. If the content goes viral, your person, as you as a person, will also go viral with it. And yes, a lot of people will start connecting with you on LinkedIn and will increase your followers as well. So start with engaging with your target audience content. Now, who to pick up, right? You might be like, Vaibhav, who do I comment on? You know who your target audience is, right? Pick up those people and comment on their profiles. And you can also individually make a list of 100 people with the highest number of following, so that when you comment on them, you know for a fact that their content will do well. As a result, you'll get more visibility. And like I said, don't randomly comment nonsense like great post, good post, awesome. Put valuable comments. And of course, try to like as many posts as you can. Of course, there's one more thing. I already spoke about this tool with you guys, Righty. Righty also can automatically reply. If I click on comment, you see this icon, right? That's the same tool. I can click on this. I can click on generate. It will read the whole LinkedIn post, and based on the post, it will also comment, right? And you can simply use this and rewrite it. Don't insert it as it is. Don't use AI. It will become very botty. Use this, slightly do the rewriting and post, but I usually don't. I prefer doing it manually, because this is for us to be very, very authentic. But if you want to use a tool to reply at scale, you can do that as well with the tool that I already mentioned. This is the same tool that was also helping us to, auto generate the notes, right? So that's what it is. Now, that is out of the window. You know that you have to pick up good people. When the right piece of content, comment valuable pieces on them so that you also go viral with them. Let's talk about creating content on your profile now that could pretty much go viral. You guys ready? Drop a hell yeah. Drop a hell yeah if you guys are ready. Guys, you might be like, why is Vaibhav asking me to drop comments so often? That is to make sure you guys are here. And also, I get a break. I get like a 10-second break when you are dropping a comment. All right. Perfect. So let's go. Okay. Create content that goes viral right now. See, here's the answer. There is no formula. If you are expecting that you came to this workshop and Vaibhav will give me a magic pill, and the magic pill I'll eat and I will go viral, it doesn't happen so. It's a game of consistency. It's a game of understanding what your audience likes. And based on that, you have to learn and create content. I can give you some inferences. I can give you some strategies that will work or that has worked for hundreds of thousands of people, but that's all I can do. You get my point? So there is no freaking formula. Okay. And the best part and the worst part about LinkedIn is that you will never get what you'll expect. You will see that a few posts you wanted them to go viral, you post it and it doesn't go viral. And a few posts that you don't anticipate it to go viral. For example, the 10 free newsletters thing that I posted, right? I didn't think it will do well, but it did 137,000 views. And there are posts which I thought will go viral, doesn't go out. So don't focus on the amount of likes and comments you're getting. Focus on creating value to your audience. Rest of the things will happen. It's a law of averages. 80% of your content that you put will not do well. 20% will do well, and that 20% will drive majority of your content. So if you want to take away one piece about content creation out of this class, that is consistency. Keep churning content. Find your mode. 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever you're comfortable with, start creating content. That's what is the most important part of it. Right? So here's a very cool tool that I'll tell you. It's called Link Analyze. What this tool basically does is, what this tool basically does is, I can set out a term. Okay. I can set a term. Let's say I want to know every time there's a content that is created on growth marketing. Okay. And when do I want to be notified? I want to be notified 11 to 12 p.m. and I can add. What this tool will do is every time somebody mentions the word growth marketing, it will collect it here. For example, you see in the last 2 hours, 15 people mentioned my name. That's why all of this are right here. See, I am assuming these gentlemen or these people are in the session right now, right? These all people mentioned me in the last 2 hours. As a result, it's there. In the same way, growth marketing. The moment I put the keyword, I'm already seeing a lot of posts that have been created on the keyword growth marketing. Now you'll be like, Weber, why is this important? The reason why this tool is incredibly powerful and important is because using this tool, right, you can put all the keywords that you want to be notified for. It's a free tool for now. It's a Chrome extension. I will share the link with you people. The reason why this is incredibly powerful is because you will get new content ideas from this. When you see a lot, let's say you want to create content on startups, and every time somebody talks about startups, you get their post in your inbox into this tool. The advantage of that is you can keep getting to know what kind of content is doing well on LinkedIn about startups, because this tool will also tell how many likes and how many comments. You see, in the last 7 seconds, these posts are created, right? It will also tell me how many likes and how many comments do these posts get. Based on this, you can take inspiration and create your own content. Do you think that is cool? Do you think that is cool? Getting notified every time when someone talks about a specific topic so that you can learn, understand what is working well, and replicate that on your profile. So I will share the link of this tool for you guys towards the end. I hope you're getting a lot of value nuggets as we go on, right? But guys, very, very important. Consistency is the biggest growth hack. Please leverage consistency should be your way of going about it, right? And that's it. That's the way to go. All right, awesome. Now, big question: what works the best? Written content, images, videos, PDFs, carousels. What works the best? What do you guys think? What do you think works the best? Do written content works well? Images work well? Videos work well? PDFs work well? What do you think works really well? Everybody has a different answer. Yes, I saw one answer. Everything subject to content. I love that answer, whoever gave that. It just moved very fast. Sorry, I missed it. Right? Every channel, every form of content works, but you have to do it in the right way for the right topics. And that is what I'm going to talk about right now. Okay. Number one, images. If you look at images, right, it will not give you the reach that a written content will give. And that's predominantly because of how LinkedIn algorithm works, right? LinkedIn rewards the post where people spend a lot of time on. But on an image post, right, people will like and go on. They will not read. So the amount of time spent on your post is going to be extremely low. As a result, you might get a lot of likes, but the reach is going to be quite low. So you only create image posts when it makes sense for you, when you cannot explain what you're trying to say in form of words. You see the 3 examples that I put in, right? My desktop setup then and now. This was my desktop setup 18 months back. This is how my desktop setup looked when I posted this post. And this post really did well. Do you think I would have been able to explain this in words? Not really. This is a very visual thing. Hence, I had to put a picture there. This is one more. This is a picture of me meeting Nitin Kamath, right? What is more impactful? Me saying I met Nitin Kamath or me actually putting up a picture with Nitin Kamath? That's why I did this. Here is one more thing. There's this dude who took an MBA, spent 40 lakhs, and eventually he took a growth hacking program and he got a job. And he said that I put my life savings into MBA, but it's your course that helped me to crack a job. Right? If I write this story in form of text or I put a screenshot, what is more impactful? I thought the image will drive a better impact. As a result, that's what I did. And it got a lot of reach. So now a lot of people have started to put pictures of themselves on LinkedIn and writing a description, more like Instagram. For a few people, it works. Am I a fan of that? I'm not a fan. You can try doing that. But this is how I prefer using images. I only will use image if I'm not able to create a piece of content, or not able to explain the piece of content without using an image. That is when I will use images. But like I said, a lot of people have started to put their own pictures. And I'm not a fan. I don't do it very often, if you see, right? But you can do if you want to. Are you clear with images? Are you clear with images? But your written content will always give you a higher reach than that of images. You might get more likes on your post, right, with an image, but your engagement and like reach will be higher on a written post. Awesome. Videos, long answer short. What is my take on videos? So I actually did a very extensive experiment for 1 full month where I didn't write a piece of content. I only posted videos. And you know what happened? This is what happened. You see this 36,000 impressions, 48,000 impressions. Now you might be like, Vibav, this is very good. But it is not for me. My average reach on a written post is 100K. I get 1 lakh reach on my average written post. But on videos, I was getting half of that, sometimes even less than that. Now, but still, I did that experiment. So, what I learned from this is LinkedIn is still not a video first platform. People are not used to consuming videos. The same video does extremely well on Instagram for me, but it doesn't do that well on LinkedIn. Unless there is one video that goes viral. For example, this video was of funding. So this post went viral. As a result, I got 1.5 million impressions, but rest of them all got 40, 50, 30, which is half of my written posts, right? So I didn't get a lot of reach there. On a reach level, videos are probably not great, but I'll still recommend you guys to create videos if you can. And the reason is simple. People, when you create videos, will remember your face. There's face value attached to it. When you write a written piece of content, right, all they know about you is this little profile picture. They know nothing else about you. But when you create videos, they don't only know your face, they can hear you. They can see how you speak. They can see how your presence is, how everything around it. So it creates a much stronger brand of yours. Though LinkedIn has lower reach on videos, that's exactly why right now the new strategy that I'm applying is try to push only 1 or 2 videos per week. Majorly content, written content, but 1 or 2 videos per week. That way I'm finding the balance. Maybe like the new strategy that I'm going to start from next month is 1 image post, which has to make sense, not just my picture, me modeling, doesn't make sense. 2 is a video, and 2 or 3 posts which are written pieces of content. That is my mix of creating content. Did you make sense? Do you guys understood what I'm saying? Videos have face value, but they don't get the reach that it deserves because users are not used to consuming a lot of video content on LinkedIn. Guys, if you guys are clear so far, drop a boom in the chat. And finally, carousels or PDFs. Carousels and PDFs actually work pretty well if you're able to put, because again, it is subject to, yeah, what I told you is per week. Carousels work again, and the reason is very, very simple. Okay. The reason why it works is because the carousel, people spend a lot of time reading it. As a result, it automatically gets more reach because, like I told you, LinkedIn rewards amount of time people spend on your post. LinkedIn rewards it. As a result, if you're able to upload PDFs or carousels, it will get you good reach as well. But it's a lot of effort to design a carousel. So I used to do this back in the day. I completely stopped doing it. It's just too much effort. But you can try. You can find your mix sometime or the other. I usually use carousels these days when I have an announcement to make. Let's say we are launching a new program with somebody super cool. The announcements are usually carousels, right? So that's what, in terms of content, that does well on LinkedIn. What are the kind of content? By the way, guys, are you guys clear about images, PDFs, and videos so far? Drop a yes in the chat. I'll move on to written content right now. See, everything that I'm telling you, right, is based on the insights that I've received. I can tell you only based on my experience and nothing more, right? All right. Moving on right now to content that does well on LinkedIn, right? Number 1, if you have a storytelling way of writing content, that does really well on LinkedIn. Here I was talking about how I was supposed to move to Mexico, but that didn't happen. Here I'm talking again, everything is written in form of stories, if you see, right? As long as you can add stories when you're writing, the style of writing is stories, or you write about your own stories, that usually does very well on LinkedIn because people connect to it. That is number one. Two is trend jacking. What does trend jacking mean? Something that is doing really well on LinkedIn today, you can write about it. You see, recently I've been writing a lot about AI because that's what has been trending very, very crazy. When Reliance was thinking to acquire TikTok India, I wrote about it and the post went viral. When Byju's acquired White Hat Junior, I wrote about it, the post went viral. When Mahendra Singh Dhoni retired, I wrote a post about it, it went viral. Whatever is trending right now, if you can write about it and give your own perspective, giving your own perspective is important. Not just, you are not a news outlet that you will just write. You have to give your own perspective, which people feel that, oh man, this is I agree with this person or I disagree with the person, whatever. Then it does well, right? Number three, voice your opinion. If you think something is right, if you think something is wrong, voice your opinion and stay true to it. If you do that, again, you'll start getting a lot of reach and a lot of likes and a lot of comments, right? Voicing what you feel is right, what is wrong. Let's say you think AI will not take away jobs. Voice your opinion. Don't get political and all on LinkedIn. That's not what I mean by that. Okay. But you can see this. I've also written a story of me accidentally deleting the Growth School website. And I'm telling my opinion on why I think it's okay to make mistakes. That's what I mean by voicing your opinion. Something that is true to you. You can voice that. And finally, you can always talk about case studies. When you talk about case studies, right? And here you can promote your business as well. You can promote your business. You can talk about how you drove impact or what kind of work you have done past in the job that has driven impact and everything around it. That will also work pretty well. Okay. So these are kind of content you can create. By the way, there is recorded content for this. I've mentioned all of this and I've gone deeper in the video. So you can check that out. Don't worry. Stories, start trend jacking, voice your opinion, and talk about case studies, right? These are the 4 kinds of content that you can create. All right. Now, have you noticed something in common? All the posts are written in a style. And that is basically what I call as the LinkedIn structure or the perfect LinkedIn post. And how does that happen? Focus on the first 3 lines of your LinkedIn post because that's all people can see before they actually click on anything. For example, look at this. I can see the first 3 lines of this LinkedIn post. I have to click on see more to read the rest. So if I'm not able to get attention of a user in the first 3 lines, then nobody will read my LinkedIn post, right? So focus on the first 3 lines. It is extremely important. Things that people can see before clicking on the see more button. That's called as a hook. And then once people click on see more button, that's where you expand the whole story of what you're trying to write, right? And try to keep it as engaging as possible. Once you have done that, you end the post with a question. Why is a question important? Again, this is something LinkedIn algorithm likes a lot. If people comment on your post, the more comments you get, the higher will be your reach of the post. Because every time somebody comments, right, that post goes to everybody in their network. Let's say Amit or Sushant or somebody comments on my post, right? Then all the people who are who are friends with Sushant and Amit can also see my post. And as a result, it just explodes. So your reach of your piece of content, the virality of your content is directly proportional to the number of comments and number of shares your post gets. So this is a perfect LinkedIn post, guys. It starts with a hook, which makes people to click on see more. It goes on with an engaging story and it ends with a call to action for reader to take action. And there are few things that I've done in this post. I don't know if you can notice. I avoid bulky paragraphs. I don't write 3-4 bulky paragraphs because it is very disengaging for people to read big paragraphs. So break it down into smaller lines, right? That makes it very readable and it also becomes mobile optimized. If you see 10 lines together, you will not read it. But when you see this, it's very easy to read the post. Right? Keep it simple in simple language. Don't use your English fluency here. Keep it as simple as possible. Dumbify it as much as you can. If you want, you can use a couple of hashtags. And please be authentic. By the way, I've Every post that I create that goes viral is copied by at least 100 people. They copy and paste it because they think they will get likes. And a lot of times they do. But here's the thing, don't sell your soul for a bunch of likes. Okay, create original content, take inspiration, that's fine. I take inspiration as well. I read something, I get an idea, I write about it, I add my perspective to it, right? But don't control C, control V it. It's not worth it. It is absolutely not worth it. So folks, that is with content. What do you think? Drop a boom if you think this was great, amazing, whatever. Drop it on, drop it on. I need like a 10-second break. Now is your time to show me your energy. All right, all right, all right. So, how many of you want to know how you can come up with great content ideas using AI? How many of you want to know how to generate great content ideas using AI? Almost everybody, right? Almost everybody, right? All right. So that's the hack that I'm going to cover right now. But before that, I need a 2-minute break. I need a 2 minutes break because I've been, there you go. I'll start. We will start back just in 3 minutes. All right. We will start in like 3 minutes. No, I don't cover LinkedIn newsletter. It is very early. So guys, we will start in like 3 minutes. Take a quick break if you want to, and I will be back very soon.
We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right till we weren't, built a home and watched it burn. I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna lie. Started to cry and then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. Yeah, I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own hand, yeah, I can love me better than you can. Paint my nails cherry red, match the roses that you left. No remorse, no regrets, I forgive every word you said. I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna lie. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own hand, yeah, I can love me better than you can.
All right, all right, all right. Time's up. All right, I hope you guys are back. If you guys are back, drop a boom in the chat because I'll be covering 2 different tools right now. One is all your favorite chat GPT and one more tool. What I'm going to teach you is how to generate content ideas and also create that content using AI. Okay? Interested? Keep dropping booms, keep dropping booms. This is going to be super fun. all right. I see a few people have dropped off, around 10 people, I think, but that's fine. They're gonna miss out on this, but we are running a little behind schedule. We were supposed to wrap this up at 9:30, but it'll go on till 9:45. Is that fine? It'll go on till 9:45. Is that fine? All of this, yeah. Awesome. Sorry for going a little slow. I added too many new things inside of this, because of which it got a little delayed, right? Till 12. Cool. Let's go on. All right. So in terms of generating content ideas, I prefer using tools like PepperType. PepperType is a great tool. It has a 30-day free trial, which will be more than enough for you guys to generate like 100 content ideas for your LinkedIn, right? So there are a lot of tools like this as well, like Jasper, Writesonic, blah blah blah, all of them. But I just use PepperType. First of all, Indian company, my friend's company, Pepper Content. So and it works very well, right? So how do you come up with content ideas? For this, there are a lot of things that you can do with this tool. You can sign up for a free trial and use a 30-day free trial. After that, some $30 per month or something. But free trial should get you a long way, right? There's an option called as blog ideas. I'll open that up. Okay. Here it'll ask me what is that you want to talk about and what is the description. Let's say I want to create content on LinkedIn Workshop. So I wrote the name of the product as LinkedIn Workshop, or you can say growth marketing, or whatever you want, whatever your topic that you want to talk about. And description is, let's say I want content can I create to promote this workshop? Okay. So click on create content. It uses in the background, like OpenAI's API, which all of us know right now. And it comes up with some very cool content ideas. Guys, if you think these content ideas are good, drop a boom in the chat. 10 tips on how to get a job using LinkedIn. 3 tips on how to use LinkedIn to generate ideas. 7 secrets on how to build a personal profile. A blog around personal, 7 books, why personal branding is important. 10 mistakes to avoid. 10 ways to find jobs on LinkedIn, so on and on and on. So here's the beauty, right? If you like something, click on the thumbs up. If you don't like something, click on thumbs down. Now, the reason why that is important is based on what you like and based on what thumbs up you put. You can click on create more outputs. And based on what you like, AI will understand that these are the things that you like and will come up with more and more ideas basis of that. All right. So that's how it works. Clear so far on how to come up with great content ideas? Drop a boom in the chat if you are clear. Very simple. Put out the topic that you want to create, come up with content ideas for, and AI will do the job for you. All right. Awesome, guys. I'm going to quickly repeat. Sign up for a tool like this. Yeah, there are hundreds of tools. I use this tool right now. Okay, there are hundreds of tools. Sign up for this tool. Select the blog ideas option. Okay, once you sign up, free trial, blog ideas option will be there. Open this. Once you do that, it needs some input to create content ideas on. Let's say I'll show you one more example. Let's say you want to create content on content freelancing. You want to create content on content, come up with content ideas for content freelancing, and you write a description, how people can create content fast that goes viral. Let's say that's the description that I wrote, and make money off it, right? And if I search for things like this, it will come up with content ideas around content freelancing, around virality, and making money off it. So that's what it needs. And you see all of a sudden 10 tips to create content quickly and its effectiveness, right? What to do if you can't write a blog, to share different ways on how to increase your content creation. Let's say this is the topic that I really like, and that's how you come up with content ideas, guys. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's say I really like this content. Okay, where was that? Yeah. Share different ways to create content. So I'm just going to copy this. So it is copied right now. Now I want to create a piece of content on this topic. I want to create a piece of content on this topic. How do I do that? Obviously, how many of you have heard of Chat GPT? If you haven't heard of it, I'll be very disappointed. How many of you have heard of Chat GPT? Me. Come on, bring it on. How many of you truly believe that you know how to use Chat GPT the right way? How many of you believe that you know how to use Chat GPT the right way? Okay, for people who don't know, I'm going to quickly run you through on how you can create content as well. Okay, awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly open Chat GPT. Okay, give me a second. There you go. Just quickly logging in. There you go. Yeah, I opened a Chat GPT, right? And now what do I do? I've already copied a post from here. This one, I'll just paste it here. My bad, sorry. I'll just paste it here. So what to do if you can't write? A blog that will share different ways that you can increase your content creation. So I will just add, write a LinkedIn post on what to do if you can't write. I'll remove the blog so that it's not confusing. Different ways you can create, different ways you can increase your content creation. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. And there you go. It starts writing, right? It absolutely starts writing and gives you like a great insight on what this is. But I'm already seeing a fundamental problem here, right? One is that it's already writing bulky text, right? It's not in the kind of language that I wanted to write in. Because it's writing big paragraphs which I don't want it to write, and there is no proper hook. Can't write, no problem. He's like, I want a better hook. I want it in a way that it can write it in better hook. So what do? I actually prompt it to do the right job. I actually prompt it. This is not bad, guys. Do you think this is good? Do you guys think you're getting a good result here? Decent, right? Average. Let's make it better right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop generating. Okay, and I have written a prompt, and the prompt goes something like this. Okay, write a LinkedIn post on the topic what to do. I just copied what to do if you can't write, different ways that you can increase your content creation. Make sure the post is structured in the following way: hook, which gets attention of people; body, write an empathetic, engaging format, include numbers and facts if possible; end with a question or call to action. Also, make sure no sentence is more than 150 characters and add 2 line breaks after every sentence. This is the instruction I've given. And I start with write a LinkedIn post on topic, right? So this is what I've done. And I can add one more thing, okay, to the top. You are an expert LinkedIn content writer. Now, why did I write this? The moment I write this, right, Chat GPT will take a role of it being an expert LinkedIn content writer. And before it writes the rest of the post, it will go and search what are the characteristics and of a good LinkedIn content writer and behave like one, right? And then I've given it very clear explanation on what to be done. And this time I'm going to click on generate. Do you think if you're seeing the quality of content has gone up, drop a boom in the chat? If you think the quality of content has all of a sudden gone up because we told it what to do in the right way, drop a boom in the chat. Guys, this is called as prompt. This is where people lack, right? They know that there is, Chat GPT is powerful, but they don't know how to use it the right way. Prompt engineering is extremely important. And this is very basic prompt, right? Like this is very basic prompt. You can do much better with prompts. And look at the quality of content that is coming in. It's insane. And I can go on for like 1 hour on this to make this post even better, quite frankly. But that's not what I want to do right now. I will send you the prompt. Don't worry. I will send you the prompt. I will send you this prompt and multiple other prompts as well. So you don't have to worry. Okay. Awesome. Do you think this? Look at the ending. Which of these content created methods will you try next? Share your thoughts below. Do you think? Don't you think this is a great call to action to end with? And yes, that's the beauty. And guys, very, very strongly will condemn you guys to copy paste this. Please don't copy paste this content directly onto LinkedIn. Rewrite this in your language, add pointers that make sense, right? Based on that. And also, whenever there is numbers like this, make sure you verify it. A lot of times, ChatGPT gets it wrong. Okay, it's very bad with numbers. So make sure you are not screwing up there, or else your reputation will be at stake. I can't to be very frank. I am organizing a but it's insanely powerful. It is fucking insanely powerful. There is no doubts around it, right? So that's how you can come up with great content ideas and also do all the work. Get ChatGPT to do all the work in the right way. Drop a boom if this was great, and we will move on from here. Awesome. I've covered all of this. Password digit number 5 is 6, guys. Password digit number 5 is 6. So make sure you take a note. Password digit number 5 is 6. All right. Give me a second. I wanted to show you guys something. Okay. So, by the way, I have something very cool to share with you people. I'm not able to find those previews as of now. So I'm just going to move on. Okay. I have something cool to share with all of you people. Are you guys ready for this? Drop a hell yeah in the chat. Drop a hell yeah in the chat if you guys are ready for this. All right. So, how many of you guys would like to get a complete playbook of everything that I taught you so far in a written PDF? Right? In a written PDF, you get a complete playbook. I'm hoping all of you guys would want it. All of you guys would want to check that out. Sorry, I'll quickly show you the preview of that as well. So this is how the playbook looks like. Everything that you have learned is put in a concise manner, so that because you will not get access to this content for lifetime, you will have only 7 days trial or 7 days access to the content. You guys can read this. It's like hand notes of everything that I've taught you over the course of this workshop, and a handbook that stays with you. That's the LinkedIn playbook. Next is invitation scripts, which are also called as Connect Ninja, right? There are 100 invitation scripts that I have created. I'm not able to find it. Okay, these are basically 100 invitation scripts, blank, full, like basically you have to fill in the blanks and it'll give you 100 invitation scripts based on what you try to, if you're trying to connect with a manager, if you're trying to connect with a recruiter, if you're trying to connect with a founder, no matter who it is, there are templates for that and you can use them. Number 3 is the content hacking checklist. I will try to show this up for you. God damn it, I can't find it here as well. So content checklist is basically an Excel sheet that I've created where if you put options to this, it will automatically give you a score to your written post. That's called as a content hacking checklist. I wish I could show this to you very quickly, but I can't. And finally, Chat GPT prompt Bible. I have about 50 prompts, like I just showed you right now, one of them. I have about 50 prompts for you to send emails, for you to create content on LinkedIn, so on and on and on. Who all wants all these awesome resources for free? Drop a me in the chat. All these 4 resources for free. Who all want it? Of course, all of you people want it. Why not, right? All right, for you guys to get all of these resources for free, I want you guys to do something for me in the back. That is the barter deal. What I want you guys to do is create a LinkedIn post, share your experience about the LinkedIn workshop. Fair feedback. If you didn't like it, say you didn't like it. If you liked it, you can say like it. That's up to you. Write a review of the LinkedIn workshop, tag Growth School, tag me, and put the link of the LinkedIn workshop in your first comment. And once you do that, we will share a Google form. Just share your link that you have posted with us. In by day after day 5, we will share all these 4 resources for free. All I need back from you is maybe 10 minutes of your time to write your experience of your LinkedIn workshop. If it was bad, you can write that the workshop was bad. If it was good, fair feedback. I don't want you to write good feedback. I want you to write fair feedback, and that's all I need from you. In return, I'll give you all these 4 resources for free. Sounds fair? Sounds fair? And that is the simple barter deal. Not Twitter. LinkedIn is fine. If you don't have both LinkedIn and Twitter, just do it on LinkedIn. That's fine. Not now, not now. You have 5 days, guys. Don't worry about it. You have 5 days. We will send you the link. You have 5 days. You will get it. All right. Somebody is saying it's cheating. I mean, sorry. We have spent a lot of time doing this, and I'm giving it up for you for free. 5 minute का तो time निकाल सकते हो. इतना तो कर ही सकते हो. Right? So that's basically it. And finally, the final module of the day, also very interesting and exciting module, is on how you can reach out the outbound game. Right? And that's what we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to run you through something extremely powerful, and that is called as the multi-touch point model. Okay. That's what I'm going to run you guys through very soon. Okay. But before that, something that you need to know is please avoid sending spammy invitations saying that, hey, I want to connect with you because, I found something common. Like, do a good job in writing the note. That is extremely important. Okay. That is something that all of you should know. Okay. So how can you reach out to more people? How can you reach out to people in the right way? And that is what we're going to talk about. In this, we are going to talk about a very important process called as the multi-touch point method. Okay. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay. Can you see the Miro board? Can you see what I'm showing right now? Yes. All right. Perfect. So here's the thing, right? This is how people actually think they can connect with people and reach out to people. By the way, guys, LinkedIn outbound is in the sense you reaching out to people is what I'll be teaching. How can you reach out to people the right way, right? When people think of inviting or connecting with people, they'll send an invite with a generic note. No note at all, saying they'll click on the connect button, and hopefully out of 100 people, 10 will accept. Once they connect, upon acceptance and upon someone accepting, they'll drop a big chunk of message. Hi Vibav, I connected with you because I have this product. These are all my services. Are you interested to buy? How many of you have got these spammy messages the moment you accept an invite? Drop a me. It is extremely annoying and it doesn't work. And if someone doesn't reply, that's it. Everything ends right there. You connect. The moment someone accepts, you drop a spammy message. And if it does, most 99% of the times, nobody will reply and the relationship is over. That's what people do. And then what a few smart people started to do is this. Okay. They will invite, but with a personalized note. That is, you write a note like I've already mentioned. And upon connecting, if you get a reply, you will start having a conversation and try to get on a call with them or whatever. Try to take the conversation out of LinkedIn or talk on LinkedIn or whatever. If the person replies, because you sent a note, they will get that as a message. If the person doesn't reply, you drop a thank you message saying that, hey, thanks for connecting with me on LinkedIn. I really appreciate. If the person replies, you have a conversation. If the person doesn't reply, you basically pretty much end. Right? But you follow up. Guys, a lot of people might be like, Vibav, I did everything right. I sent a custom note. The person accepted. I wrote a thank you message saying that thank you for accepting me. I really appreciate this. The person never replied. Well, they won't reply. You have to follow up. You have to follow up the right way. Right? And the right way of follow up is basically you asking them, hey man, We connected, would love to have a chat with you. These are the things that I do. What is that you do? Try to have a conversation with them. But a lot of people will not reply back. As a result, you follow up once and you end. And this works occasionally. But do you want to know a method which is crazy powerful, where you can get almost anyone to reply? And this is a method that I follow. I used to follow across the board. And it is so powerful that it used to get replies from the biggest of the people at scale. And that is what I called as a multi touch point method. And this is how it works. You send an invitation with a personalized note. If they connect, upon acceptance rate, you send a thank you message. And if they don't reply, that is, you send a thank you message. But if they reply, you start having a conversation right away. Right? Let's say after thank you message, you'll check, did the person reply or not? If he replies, again, you start continue having the conversation. But if the person doesn't reply, you don't drop a follow up. You go on his LinkedIn and like and comment on his content. Recent 2-3 posts, you go like and comment and add value. Now, why is this important? Because the person, upon acceptance, he saw your profile. See, there's a very good chance he saw the thank you message as well. But he's like, why should I reply to this person or whatever? So when you engage with his content, he's getting this belief that, okay, this person actually cares about me. That's why he has replied to me. Right? And that's the intent here. If the person doesn't reply, you engage with his content. There's a very good chance he might end up replying on this. But if the person still doesn't reply, that is when you drop a follow-up message. You drop a thank you message. If the person still doesn't reply, you go and engage with their content. If the person still doesn't reply after 2-3 days, that is when you go and do the second follow-up. Let's say the person still doesn't reply. What do? You might do a second follow-up. If the person still doesn't reply, what can you do? You can now go and endorse his skills. Go to his profiles, there will be skills, endorse it. Now, why is it important? When you endorse a skill, right, the person will get notified. That's Vibav has endorsed your skills. That way, there is a conversation that can build up. He's like, oh man, this guy or this girl is doing so much effort. They connected with me. They sent me a personalized note. They're engaging with my content. They're following up with me. And now they're endorsing skills as well. And trust me, nobody in the world will not like someone endorsing them. Everybody likes endorsing. If they still don't reply, then you do a follow-up message. You see what I meant by multi-touch point? The other beauty part of this is, by any chance, if this person clicks on your profile and visits your profile, right? Next time you create content, this person will definitely see the piece of content. This is what I mean by multi-touch point. We are not only replying and following up on messages, but also engaging with this content. We are trying to be on top of his notification bar. So we are engaging with his content. We are liking and commenting on his content. And most of the people don't even get 5 comments on their piece. So if you do this 3-4 times, you will get their attention. If still doesn't work, go and endorse the skills, and you endorse one skill at a time, then you keep coming back on their notifications again. You're giving them importance, and people like getting importance. And then you're following up very nicely. You're not bothering them. Please reply, please reply, please reply. You're adding value. Follow-ups could also be smart, right? When you do this, there's a very, very, very good chance most of the people will end up replying to your post. Do you believe that this is a powerful, powerful method to get anybody to engage with you? And folks, and of course, you make their day as well. And that's essentially how you play the outbound game. I've gone a little deep explaining this in much more detail, right? On how to get what kind of messages also you can write and stuff like that. But it works brilliantly well. Are you guys ready for the last hack of the day, which will blow your mind? Drop a boom. This is the last hack of the day, my friends. So drop a boom in the chat. I'm sorry, like I told you, I thought we'll wrap it up in like 15 minutes, but looks like we'll take 5 more minutes. The last hack of the day is something that is mind bending. Okay. A lot of you people after this might be like, Vibav, does privacy even exist? Here, I will teach you how to get to know about almost anything about anyone on LinkedIn. You will get to know more about the person so much that the person also doesn't know so much about himself. That is the power, and we'll be leveraging AI on this. You guys ready? Who do you want to know everything about? Tell me, give me a name. Give me a name of someone who you want to know everything about. Mine. You can do mine. Putin, Alak Pandey, Elon Musk. All right, let's do that. Let's do Amritpal Singh, Dhoni, Sandeep Maheshwari. Let's do a common name, yeah. These are two complicated names. Let's do a common name. Okay, let's do this. Okay, Ashneer Grover. Do you want to do Ashneer Grover? Okay, let's do Ashneer Grover. Okay, is he on LinkedIn? Yes, yes. I hope this is his profile. You guys sure you want to know everything about Ashneer Grover? Are you guys sure? All right. All right. Let's do this. Okay. This is an example. You can do it with anyone. So I'm not very concerned. So you can do it with anyone. Okay. So what I'm using is a tool called as Crystal Nose here. Okay. That's the tool that I'm using, Crystal Nose. I'll send you the link of the tool. The tool also is a Chrome extension that I've already installed, and I'm sure you guys know how to install Chrome extension. You will get the link of the tool. It's not a big deal. Once you install the Chrome extension, right, you will get this button called as View Personality. Can you see this button, View Personality? Yes. This is magical. Okay. Now, all I have to do is open the gentleman or whoever you want to know everything about profile and click on View Personality. It will go through all of the content. It will go through all of the content and it will give me an answer of, I don't know, something is off. Oh, my bad, guys. I've run out of profiles. You can see I'll run out of profiles. So let me do a different example. Let's do Kunal Shah because I've done this before. The tool for free gives only 10 profiles. Okay. So I'll open Kunal Shah and look at this. Look at this. The AI already gave me the answer. He focused on fast results, high standards, and clear communication. What Kunal Shah likes and what Kunal Shah doesn't like. He likes highlighting competitive advantages and someone who values his time and is efficient. What he doesn't like sugarcoating. He doesn't like his schedule to be not taken seriously. What can you expect as a behavior of Kunal Shah? He enjoys argument and debate. He gets frustrated if someone is late to meeting, and he likes working independently to meet a deadline. When you're emailing Kunal Shah, be straightforward and direct. Avoid dragging out. Express yourself with confidence. What energizes Kunal Shah? What stresses Kunal Shah? What should you do when you're speaking with Kunal Shah? What should you do when you're working together with Kunal Shah? And not just that, there is this button called as email templates. If I go here, right, if you want to do things with, like, let's say, send out emails to Kunal Shah, let's say you want to do a cold sales pitch. It is giving you literally an email script which you can copy, paste, and make changes based on which they think that Kunal will definitely respond to this. This is literally everything that you need to know. And on top of that, they have something called as playbooks. You can sit and read these playbooks to understand the psychology of Kunal and get to know everything about this person. By the way, this is 98% accurate. And I was not believing in it till I saw my own profile. When I saw my own profile, I started to believe it because it was exactly me. It calls me an influencer, sociable and charismatic. I would like to believe I'm charismatic. What I like, what I don't like, I absolutely don't like outdated procedures. I'm teaching you stuff that very few people know, right? I don't like to do a lot of calls analyzing before even I have a clear vision, which is extremely, extremely true about it. I get bored easily because that's exactly why I assume other people are also getting bored. That's why I keep saying drop a boom, drop a boom, drop a boom. I love the big picture. That's exactly how I built Growth School. And I love making decisions very quickly. For example, I had no intention of showing you ChatGPT today, but a lot of people said ChatGPT, so I ended up showing something for you, right? Do you think this is accurate? Don't you think this is insane? Like just mind-blowingly insane. So drop a insane crazy in the chat. Drop a crazy or an insane in the chat. By the way, if you're wondering how is this working, it goes through all of the content that you have created and AI models you into a kind of person that it thinks you are. It is absolutely insane. Imagine this. You're going for an interview. Before you go for an interview, you get to know about everything about the person using this tool. Let's say you're going on a Tinder date. It doesn't matter. You get to know about that guy or a girl, everything on what they like, what they don't like before even you meet them. How insanely cool is that? So that is what it is, guys. Extremely, extremely powerful. And that is what we go on and do. So, folks, how was it so far? How was it so far? So let me like quickly push like a poll because my team will kill me if I don't do this. Right? From a scale of 5 to 1, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. How was the workshop so far? Please go ahead and rate it before we move on to something even cooler. Fast, guys, we are running late. All right, awesome. This was extremely helpful. This is how people have rated. There's 2 people who have rated as 1. 1 person has rated 2. 13 people rated 3. For 24% of the people rated it 4, and 71% of the people rated it 5. Thank you so much. This is brilliant. I'm glad that you enjoyed. But here's the thing: we are pretty much done of me teaching about everything that I want to teach in this day 1 of the workshop. You will be followed up with a lot of content that comes in an assignment, so make sure you do it. And on day 5, there is a Q&A with my team to clear all your doubts. But before we get there, how many of you guys are pumped right now and want to know how you can put your LinkedIn on steroids? Like this, all this is probably like 10% of what LinkedIn is. Do you want to learn crazy stuff like automation, growth hacking, stuff like that, more AI stuff and everything around it? Drop a hell yeah in the chat. By the way, I'm going to be extremely, extremely frank. Right now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to jump into a program which I sell for $1,300 for a very, very low price. If you guys are interested, you can stay back. If you guys are not interested, you can drop off because it will, this is it. This is all I need to teach. Yes, it has everything around it and I'm going to talk about it. But a lot of people are probably wondering about the bonus. So forget about whatever I told you as a password. Delete it from your mind. I just made up some numbers so that you guys are engaged. So this is the full password and bonus. 2235616 is your password, and sisinthy.com/bonus is your is the link where you can get links of everything. All right. So I'm gonna just quickly share. I've just shared that in the chat. I'll wait for a couple of minutes for you guys to pick it up. Ela from our team will also share this in the WhatsApp groups, so you don't have to worry. Guys, I want everybody to get the password. That was never the intention. I just wanted you guys to be engaged. That's it. That's exactly why I said I will not give the pass bonuses to everyone, but everybody has it right now. With that being said, do you want me to get started and talk about the insane possibilities of LinkedIn growth hacking? Drop a boom in the chat and we will get started. Folks, people who are saying, this is it, I'm done, Vibav, this is so much of value, I don't need more, can happily drop off from the call. It's fine, because going forward, whatever that I'm going to talk about is going to be a paid program after this. It's a much more extensive program. And if you think this is it, you can drop off. It's absolutely fine. We are done with the day. For all the people who are still here, let's get started with some magic. Introducing LinkedIn Mastery, the ultimate LinkedIn growth hacking program. Like I said, this is probably the basics. I've covered quite a bit of information in the last 3 hours, so that you get a lot of value out of it, so that it is good enough for 90% of the people in this meeting. But I know there are going to be 10% people who are like, Vibav, I want more. I want to learn more, who want to get down into the rabbit hole. This is not for everybody. This is for the top 5%. Okay. Introducing LinkedIn Mastery, the ultimate LinkedIn growth hacking course. It is the most advanced LinkedIn growth hacking course ever created, period. If you find a course on LinkedIn growth hacking and automation more advanced than this, I'll pay you 4 times the price right back to you. I'll give you a full refund, 4 times the price. Okay. This is a course that I sell for $1,300 to the international audience. And I'm going to give you a crazy price if you guys grab it today. That is top highlights of the course. I will teach you the overall strategy and the most advanced profile optimization techniques. I will also teach you my secret connection growth strategy, which involves automation. I'll teach you content hacking strategies. We touch base on a few things. I want to go deep into the rabbit hole of content, and I'll teach you that. And I will teach you some crazy automations. You remember the multi-touch point that I spoke about? What if I tell you you can automate every step of it? Every step of it can be automated without you touching a button. That is what are the highlights of the course. Okay, starting with LinkedIn strategy and advanced profile optimization. Here, I will teach you how you can understand the overall purview, goal, and understanding your buyer persona and optimize your profile accordingly. How you can do the keyword research right and reverse engineer it. By the way, I'm going to be 100% transparent. I've already taught 70% of this. So if you're buying program just for this, don't buy. Because I thought I didn't want to hold back. For example, reverse engineering that you saw with LinkedIn review and PDFs and all that, this is part of the main program. But I gave it away to you because I wanted everybody to learn it, right? It was not just for top 5%, it was for everybody because I wanted them to access because it can make their lives better. So I've already taught 80% of it. But there are few things that I've not taught. How can you get unlimited endorsements on your LinkedIn? How can you get a lot of recommendations on your LinkedIn? How can you do keyword research the right way, in a ninja way? Those are a few things that will be new in this module for you guys. Okay, there are 30 videos, 90 plus minutes of content. Steffo, who is a founder of Marketing Family, says nobody has aced LinkedIn SEO or profile optimization like I have. Right? He was breaking his head, but he finally found the results. By the way, you'll see a lot of case studies of international people because these are all people who have spent $1,300-$1,400 to buy the program. Right. Next is the content hacking strategy, connection hacking strategy, which I'm sure you will love. Here, I'll teach you how you can exactly connect with the right set of audience. And not just that, I'll help you how to find them, which you already know. But what if I tell you, you go to LinkedIn, right? You search for the right kind of people. You are on LinkedIn, okay? Let's say you want founders, whatever, you put your search filters and everything, right? And you just copy this URL. Once you put all your filters, let's say they're in San Francisco or whatever that you want to do, right? Let's say people who are following these keywords, Bangalore and all of that. You put all the filters that you want. Now you got these results. You just copy this URL. And I will teach you a mechanism which will automate the rest of it. It will automate people getting opened. It will automate sending them an invitation with a custom note. It will also automate things like once they accept your invitation, it will automatically send a thank you message. If they don't reply back for 4 to 5 days or whatever you want to set, it will automatically drop a follow-up message and as many follow-up messages as you want, all automated. You don't have to touch. All you have to do is just copy this URL by searching for right people and all the 1600 people will be taken care of using automation. Do you think that will be absolutely insanely powerful? Drop a hell yeah in the chat if you think that'll be absolutely insanely powerful. Automating every part of the journey that I was talking about, right? That is what I will teach you in this module. Okay, that is what I will teach you in this module. Okay, I'll get to that. Don't worry. Now, what is all there? I will not only teach you how to do it, but also teach you how to find the right audience using LinkedIn search without any LinkedIn premium, automated connecting process, and the whole part of automation that I just told you will be part of this. It is 2 hours of video content, 16 videos. Gene, who's the head of training of Growth Tribe, right now is a founder of a multi-million-dollar company. He considers me as a LinkedIn expert. The connection strategies that I've taught, he truly believes that they're out of the world and work like champ. And I also teach you how to growth hack Sales Navigator. You can take a 30-day free trial of the Sales Navigator and don't have to pay 6,000 rupees every month. Use that 30-day free trial in a way that you will be sorted for the next 2 years. And you never have to pay for the tool for the next 2 years at least. I will cover all of that growth hacking part in this section of the stuff, right? Finally, content hacking strategies that I've generated. You just saw in last 7 days, I've generated 700,000 views, right? That's like every 10 days I generate 1 million views and more. And I've generated thousands of leads as well. How can you create content that's engaging, it gets shared and goes viral eventually? I'll give you my whole content Bible, hacks to skyrocket your engagement, how to find great content. I told you a couple of ideas on how to find content ideas. I'll tell you a lot more, but I'll also teach you something more powerful. I will teach you how you can generate leads or how can you generate email IDs or interest from your potential buyers or recruiters or anybody for that matter automatically using LinkedIn. Guys, I'll tell you one thing. How many of you would want to, in 3 months from now, I won't say right away, because everything that I teach you, you have to apply and it will take time for you to get results. Okay. In 3 months from now, you will start getting per month easily 1 lakh views per month. Would you be interested in something like that? 1 lakh views per month in 3 months, 2 lakh views per month in 3 months, 5 lakh views per month in 3 months. I have students who are racking millions of views. In last 3 years, 30% of the people who have got into LinkedIn top voices have been students of this program. In fact, you look at every big creator on LinkedIn, 80% of them have taken the program. That is the power of this. And there is one person who is right now sitting at 600,000 followers. I am right now at 400. She crossed me, and because she just implemented it so well. Just follow what I say. In a month, in a couple of months, getting to 100,000 views is going to be super easy, because my students are getting millions of views. A lot of them are getting more views than me, because they've just been more consistent in applying everything that I teach. And it can happen for you as well. 19 videos, 2 hours of content. Arto, who runs Crisp and 10Web, probably worth $200 million, the companies that he runs, has managed to scale to 13K. Right now, he's sitting at some 50,000 followers. And he calls me a LinkedIn guru, which I'm not. I'm a founder as well. But again, right, content hacking strategies you'll not find anywhere else. Finally, sales hacking using LinkedIn. Now, a lot of people who don't want sales could be like, Vaibhav, I'm not interested in sales much. Why are you teaching me this? When I say sales hacking, everybody is a salesperson. Everybody in this call is a salesperson. I'm a salesperson. My team is everybody in the team. Everybody in the world is a salesperson, because you're always selling something. When you're creating content, you're selling yourself. In a way, you're positioning yourself to be an expert. When you're doing as a software engineer, you're selling your skills as a software engineer to the company. So everybody's a salesman. Here, we will take automation to a very different level. Okay. Imagine this. Like I told you, you copy this URL and paste it into the system that I'll teach you how to build. Okay. Once you have done that, this mechanism, the system that we built, will send invitations with a custom note. Upon acceptance rate, it will send you a thank you message. If they don't reply, it will automatically go and like content and engage with their content. If they still don't reply after 3 or 4 days, it will automatically drop a follow-up message. If they still don't reply, it will automatically go and endorse their skills. If they still don't reply, it will automatically go and do the follow-up. Everything automated. The multi-touch model that I said, we can automate it. Now, that is not where it stops. What if only 50 out of 100 people actually accept your invitation? What about people who never accepted you? For those people, it will find those people's email ID. At least it can find 40% of the people's email IDs. It will, using those email IDs, it will send automatic emails to them. Cold email, it will cold email automatically. If they don't reply from there also, it will find their Facebook and Twitter URLs and start reaching out to them there. And by any chance throughout this process, if they click on any of the link, you can start showing your ad to them. This, my friends, is called sales hacking. You go beyond of LinkedIn to every other social network. You go do emailing, so that if you have 100 potential people that you want to connect with, 100 potential recruiters, 100 potential, founders that you want to connect with, leads that you want to generate with, you do a full focus multi-touch point, which goes beyond of LinkedIn. And this is the process that I've created, and I call it the sales hacking. Would you be interested to learn this? You go beyond of LinkedIn, you go to other social networks, not just LinkedIn. Drop a boom if you think this is insanely powerful. Drop a boom if you think this is insanely powerful. And that is what I will teach you here as well. It has 130 minutes of content, 9 videos. And Sven, who runs an agency called just Mad Badgers Media, already generated 3 new clients before even he finished the program. He says, stop wasting money on ads. Take the program, which I don't recommend. If ads are working for you, continue to do the ads, but start doing this as well. Guys, this is something that you will not get. It's just, you won't find this on the internet also that openly. It's very, very hard, because these are the things that I've learned over the course of last few years of growth hacking that has got me to where I've got today. And now I'm giving it away for barely any cost, right? It has total 7 hours of content, 50 plus videos. You will get lifetime access and lifetime updates as we go on. You can access it from any device, and it involves 0 ad spend. A lot of people ask, Vaibhav, these tools that you're talking about, are they paid? Guess what? first things first, I don't use random automation tools. There are a lot of LinkedIn automation tools per se which can get your accounts blocked. I don't use tools which are designed for LinkedIn. I use automation tools on which I tell you how to automate LinkedIn. That way, your profile is safe. And by the way, automation and growth hacking is against LinkedIn terms of service, but you have to do it in a very smart way. I've had more than 3,500, 4,000 people doing this, and it's fine as long as you follow everything I say. But if you're one of those people who are like, I'm not gonna do anything that is not allowed by LinkedIn, this program is not for you. And also, if you're one of those people who are like, Vibav, I'm going to take this program, watch it really quickly, and I'm going to ask for a refund, that's not going to happen either. And you cannot share access with other people, your accounts will get blocked. So, if you're very serious about this, like I said, this is only for the top 5%. If you're very serious about this, that is when you take the bait. Now, how much does it cost? Alex, who took the program some time back and learned everything, he's like, dude, this content is worth $1 million, right? Would you pay $1 million? I would love to take $1 million from you. Frankly, before I started Growth School, when I was working as a consultant, I used to charge $8,000 to do this exact process for clients for 3 months. 5.5 lakh rupees for 3 months as a service. Right now, I have countless number of students giving this as a service to their clients. They have a full-time job. They also do this because this is great money. It's a great side hustle for you guys to pull off. Just reaching out to people and doing lead generation for them is insanely powerful. And like one client could get you this kind of money. In fact, there are other companies which do this. They charge $5,000 per month to do what I teach you. So you can easily undercut them with the service that you can provide. Like I said, I charge about $1,297. If you go to Growth School, my personal website, you'll still see this. It's only for international audience though. I charge $1,297 to everybody. And we keep getting sales. Like you see, people keep buying stuff, right? So this is the price. If you think about it on an Indian rupees, that's 98,516. But for all the people who are here for exactly next 23 minutes, I don't even have 30 minutes, for next 23 minutes, we are going to do something crazy for you. Keep this to yourself. And that is, I'm going to give you 2 variations because I know a lot of people will have a lot of things, so that I want to make this as affordable as possible for all of you people. Okay. But again, take it if you're very sure. This is for people. Don't take this if you're not sure about LinkedIn. Take this if you're going to implement this. Okay. Because I have limited seats and I don't want you guys to take it and waste it. So number 1 is the LinkedIn premium version. Here I'm going to give this to you for 15,000 rupees plus GST. You have 22 minutes more to go. Here you'll get access to 10 hours of video content, 2 Zoom calls every month. I will do all the content you will get access to by next Monday, by the way, not this Monday. After you finish the 5-day workshop, you'll get access to the content next Monday, all of it at upfront. So you can watch it at your own pace. Every month, there will be 2 Zoom calls. I do 1 Q&A session. My team does 1 more Q&A session so that all your doubts and anything new things that comes up are solved. For example, chat GPT and all, we chat a lot on our Zoom calls, right? You will get access to exclusive Discord community, which has now moved to WhatsApp. You'll get exclusive access to that. You'll get lifetime access to all the content and you'll get updates lifetime as well. And also you'll get crazy bonuses if you take the premium plan. Ela, are you here? If you could share the link, that would be great. And the second one is basically the LinkedIn starter plan. Okay, just give me a second. Yes, there you go. The second plan is the LinkedIn starter plan. This is for people who don't want the Q&As. You're like, Vibav, give us the content, we'll take care. So you can just pay 10,000 rupees and take this. You get 1 year access to content and updates, and you get 1 crazy bonus. Okay, so there are 2 pricings that I've done, 15,000 and 10,000. Take whatever you want. This is like a crazy discount. But again, this is only for folks in India. Okay, and for the next 21 minutes. Now, with that being said, I have a bunch of bonuses that I want to talk about. And these bonuses is for both people who take premium and also the starter pack. No matter you pay 10,000, no matter you pay 15,000, you get all of this. Number 1 is the endorsement growth training. I'm sure a lot of you people had the question saying, Vibav, how do you have like, what is this 99 plus, 99 plus, 99 plus on your endorsements? Well, I have it because I growth hacked it, and I'll teach you exactly how without actually asking or begging people to endorse you. I'll teach you a way on how people will come and endorse your skills, and in a few days, if not weeks, You'll get all your top skills as 99 plus, 99 plus, 99 plus. Right? Two is steal your competitor prospects. I told you about other people network. Well, let's say if I'm your competitor, you can steal all my people who are liking and commenting on my content. What if I tell you you can automate it? You just give profiles of your top 10 competitors. The system will automatically reach out to people who are liking and commenting on every new post that they create. It will engage, connect with them, send an invitation, custom note, drop a thank you message, do a follow up if they don't reply. It will do whatever you would like to do for it. And it will keep scraping continuously every time there's a new post so that you don't have to do anything manually. You can do the same for LinkedIn groups as well. Just give the LinkedIn group link, it will do the job, rest of the job for you. Number 4 is the engagement. How can you get to 100K content views that I just specified? A bunch of things that we'll talk about. I'll also teach you a growth hack that got